USA one unity radio Duba kwaba sim eganze simanum ana ensia bapa duba ko ho se woni amanfo e program na se anu twoye na adwen se sisi de eja de obeya no no ade bisi ano no, but it's better late than ever. Yatra se no near de Anopa Bosuo na de bremo within the next 2 hours, because they say I late. The program was supposed to start at 10, but about 11. Now in society Bruni can was say it's better late than never. Yatra se Ken Kalusha is already here, and we are getting straight into the issues na ye no mo ache and some more echo. So sportingly, the news of the day, and it's Kylian Mbappe akache Paris Saint-Germain say nya dia money omo beto aware amoware ni biem. That is to say omo ball emfa mo biem nti opese okokusi akan edema Real Madrid na ye kan Real Madrid enra. And so at the offer of 160 million euro at the Akoma Paris Saint-Germain say omunjino munja Mbappe no mamisi akan fa mo, but according to reports say PSG unknocked the offer back. Pay more money. They want more money before probably they will allow Mbappe. And then Sky Sports also a report to say omushishi more than the any omuni super agent biakasa a merry-go-round transfer na yaba. PSG have officially almost declared Ababontain say Mbappe are confirmed to them. Say he doesn't want to stay any longer with them. He wants to move on to realize his childish dream, that is to play for Real Madrid. And they say the honors lie on PSG. Say omu ebe to me any Real Madrid akasa na umajiske bia shombutum said the bear Abrantiano from January obe to me Real Madrid akasa sign pre-contract no akọ free in the summer. So that is the biggest sporting news today. And the King Kalusha Atanasi overshare the impact and Rana Yeka say Mbappe interview or grantee you know and a good sign. And another news and so and it's a hurricane and so officially at the tweet about Bontain say enya dia oko city ni biem is off hurricane ono ankasa tweet say dia sisi anya dia say it was incredible to see the reception from the Spurs fans on Sunday and to read some of the messages of support I have had in the last few weeks. I will be staying at Tottenham this summer and will be 100% focused on helping the team achieve success. Into we any hurricane tweet out they and so by say nyadia oko baby abu Manchester City penon the deal is over and he's staying at Tottenham. And also any and someone any Ura friend say hurricane and so Eddie Atu Ija. Until hurricane says he's no longer going anywhere. Until and also any the latest filler Babitu Ija. High Unity Radio 1039 said the Medica can and the elite Abusa for Mufan Chain in him say Modia Chain. Ken Kalusha is already seated. Ken upon design.
Upon me here.
Bibia koso there.
Bibia come up.
Bibia come. Bibia fresh. Who in there?
Where dey?
Only bibia kan.
You start here no na.
Anya no. Na de koso via. No comment.
No comment.
No comment. Just say there ko kan bia. Where dey?
Yeah, from Port.
Yeah, because you are from Port. Yes, remember.
Uba, what they no rami. He said, "Oda, ode kwaku."
Maybe the kwaku.
The kwaku from Port. Yes, remember.
Maybe them the kwaku. Eja, na se de eja, yankan kese. Tiani ID. Yeah, Kofi Abraham na bo. Said the besima. De besima brabo mbia fanusa bia na nyame hihye enti mami aba chiao kwan sonko so manu chokojo from pond de asembeba. That is the first message for mami aba eja say de yankasa o eja ekobie ano ana asema ba
remember na ntire nka okoshe
well
remember
Mami Aba has been on. Yesterday she was there. She brought a lot of messages.
Oh yeah, she's
always there. Mami Aba Mami Aba there, Cecia there.
No, bisada ASEPA.
Ubisa say there. What's funny? Ubisa Mami Aba say there.
That's why I want to come and try.
Every say there more many motifia nyina, you know, me new be any.
No,
No, me new be any. Mo hu ayi hu. Hey, we are say. Okay, my your tier for crunch some kakra by the kindest courtesy of Rich to School. You are enough just as you are. Me onim ababa ne fan of Meghan Markle. On the kind.
Yeah.
On say sometimes we want to make people happy and make ourselves sad. Yeah, percent the way I look or be a man for me look we say a man for me to say sometimes it goes to the point of a man lose self-confidence. Now Meghan Markle say you are enough just as you are. You are okay.
Yes,
Don't a man for you see people have gotten into problems, health problems because of a man for why I can say why you say why you say in Tianrano na me kind article be no because say do you want to starve? I think I may be WhatsApp status. And I can say you want to starve to death just to make people happy. People see you and they say, oh, why are there you are. You see, the societal perception will kill you. So now we are here telling somebody out there that you are just beautiful. The way you look, you are good. You are good. You are enough just as you are. Meghan Markle. And Edisa in crashes no Eddie by and Yansu Yanoche and Anopa. Now if you're there, now you share and weather report and they beautiful. So we don't have to waste much time. It's going to be mostly sunny today. Eviano bebo bebo sa anti every 1 minute to be every 1 minute to be. It's going to be sunny from now on, and then it's going to be mostly sunny from 1 p.m. But from 2-3 no a bit partly cloudy. Eviano beko so but some parts of the sunshine will be covered by the clouds. Into a beautiful day, there's no downpour. You go as high as 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Into a bonde, into stay hydrated, no monsieur more, no more fluids, and get yourself refreshed for the most part of the day. It's going to be very hot and very sunny. So that is how the weather looks like. Mostly sunny for the rest of the day. And you go 90 degrees. Say say 85, but it feels like 90. So the weather is going to be hot. So that is how the weather looks like for the rest of the day. Cool to know. You are enough just as you are.
I'm sure that you were just centered on the argument in there about inferiority complex.
Inferiority complex.
She said, why what no say umbisa say process no odi ye on na say we buobi a ekwan ben so ne fa buobi enti mo bi ye die ene ni buobu na hierarchy bi wo mu emman show so ba won kwa Yankopon bo special everybody has special traits unique qualities bi wo ni mu nti asma kan na say say we broni so e bibini o wo mu no ma won hu say bibi papa su edu mu a eso obi hu obu now this how you show team but my conim team be kakra me kan for
yeah that's it Ken Kalu no Ken Kalu okay yeah share agudi unsam kaisa weather report no master down so Dan Auto Repairs 45 Fremont Street Fremont and Ghana for this men kano car no problem be out the bar ebcc a day amount sanso near just that Emma Rich to school per driver's license 65 James Street or by amount open permit or problem going for the road test or book sponsored work and in an young wajuma Fabre Rich to school. That is what we do best. The bus the sponsor bro now you can Ash Pharmacy who has some Ash Pharmacy say or prescriptions na fafa so Fabra audio dear ni kakra say yeah boy homodina ya deliver wadru no dia bro yen second prescription na you be deliver bro who ko Ghana you need to have some immigration shots immunizations now pending na no Ash Pharmacy ya be more be what is more your patient counseling any nyoma nyina we Ghana need promote Ghana na Ghana ni adwuma so ntumpon sika no nya eden ebebo man so tumpon enti ye kan for Ash Pharmacy de Ghana fo nyina se obi ansesa ba bi ode na drufa na mfa ne de mfa ho na emwa 1067 Main Street 1067 Main Street. Said him di kan no fam what do I do for prescriptions no free delivery ready at the bro. That's Asama trading your 1084 Main Street and papa ope tilapia mackerel red snapper croaker smoke fish ni turkey wings ni bibia benya bi Asama trading ato na odi abo aduane asisi ho na nkwada na abusua no so atumi anya aduane papa healthy so Eddie asida PSC code ama big Olu Beauty and Barbering Hair Salon se ba se ene ba cho peso UT na open pabo antade t-shirt designer shoes bracelet anything the ball life there oba Olu abenya bi obetumi ayo money transfer eno da nchen so a o mobile phone na pesa osesa no ana se sim card na ohia foforo ni na no ba master Olu a onsa ebe kan bi big Olu Beauty and Barbering Hair Salon etayechi ena enenso yatena sia yede dwumadi ede brawo na enenso ede eneno enti said the mekan no news of the day and say Hurricane is staying at Tottenham Hotspur, he's not going anywhere. Sanso ena Cristiano Ronaldo so catch Juventus said he wants to leave. Ronaldo wants to leave Juventus, Mbappe wants to leave PSG. Hurricane is staying at Tottenham Hotspur. Enti these are the big headlines on the sporting front this particular morning. Now Paris Saint-Germain are targeting Everton Brazil forward defense Richarlison as the player to replace French Kylian Mbappe, who is the subject of bid from Real Madrid. If someone to me and Ronaldo and Juventus, any Portugal forward Ronaldo will push for a move to the Premier League champions Man City during the final week of the transfer window, with the former Manchester United favourite not keen on seeing out the final year of his contract with the Italians. Nti Ronaldo so enra report by say opese Oba City, but City for also be clear say nya de omo epe Ronaldo omo priority Hurricane. Not that Hurricane so abeka say on Kobe BM he'll be staying this season at Tottenham no de obi ebisa ne say ade na beto City's pursuit of Ronaldo and Paris Saint-Germain sisi omo so dian ba beto dwa na eno so ede ababitu ija eso no Saudi guess and right betu when him say a loan move for Chelsea with option to buy has been proposed according to Goal no idea talks are ongoing and report no said Chelsea betumi afa brantia no na mato no if the need be in the next summer and also any summer ababitu ija and so now okoshe sesi Arsenal so according to report said omu hold discussions with Atletico Madrid over the signing of Kieran Trippier. According to report, no, Manchester said no, and so peno. Nemum says the Arsenal pushing more or more after getting 2 bad results in their opening 2 games. No, or more any abre. Second biaso, or more between enya Kieran Trippier. No be augment or more right hand back or right back or no. Now Brazil winger William said the name no England right back Ainsley Maitland Niles. Anna Asiedu Nketia, Anna Spain defender Hector Bellerin, and Uruguay midfielder Lucas Torreira, English winger Reece Nelson, Anna Afi 28-year-old Bosnian left back Said Kolisnac, Anna Kolisnac, Omunina, Arsenal say next week, Ombeshepu Omunina out, Omunina, no more to me a critique room for new players before the transfer deadline and also any and someone Babitu Adriana. Arsenal technical director friend said Edu is under growing pressure at the club with Mark Overmars being considered as a replacement. Omsi Edu Ejuma Obono ensure that enso eni ntiahwe that be an obetumi apam no no more de Mark Overmars and so Eddie Ababesha no anaimu Kinkalu. These are the big headlines from the international world of sports. Enti no Sesia there Ronaldo wants to leave Juventus. Kylian Mbappe wants to leave Real Madrid. Now, even say Ghana so about a World Cup qualifier against South Africa. The news of the day and it's all players based in England will not be available. English clubs in Asia. And on my resolution say countries are almost that red list of England no. Nya de ombe play akoho akusi akan. South Africa is one of them. In terms of mo player be about Africa, like I said Liverpool prevented Mo Salah from playing for Egypt. In terms of CCC, Ghana squad now, they be World Cup qualifiers. No, Jordan, Thomas Partey, Jordan Ayew, Enyadia, Omunina Bebobi. Into Jordan Ayew, Thomas Partey, Amate, Daniel Amate, Jeffrey Schlupp, Omunina Enyadia, Ghana matcha, Yababo, no Bebobi, because of England teams in Asia. adwene omo afa se nya de omo begya omo players amo ma ba be si akan e de ama we no nti Kingalu but the Candace Kwesi Ofori Ash Pharmacy any Asama Trading. These are the sports news. Local front, Ghana will be missing all our key players from the World Cup qualifiers and also any Asama Ababitu Ija.
Me start here for Arsenal. Kokofa Overmars. Bobe Kaya 1997 to 2000. Obaba Modia about Arsenal. About 100 games, 25 goals.
But my infant too, when local story back on say Mariano Barreto Koroko fans and say Omun here beam. In ten Ramodi Atu Nanayo and Ponsan him say Barriato, the Bedian Barriato, Mariano Barreto should be sacked. They don't need him any longer in the team. Into Kotoko fans.
Say you me no side, me no me dream, but me the moment come cover my anyway. And Osako Barcelona okudia you and say on na mo na fi abebeto say o bra no mo coachi Ateta ono so me va say
Overmars is going to be the sporting director, not the coach. Edu is the sporting director and they feel he's not doing enough.
Okay, enough. Okay. And that best system right
Arsenal demanded the rumors appointed to Antonio Conte doorsteps.
Yeah. And say back Overmars they say me one Ateta kwa mo bobo kakra ansana o fio Ako Barcelona. Enti if say onene benya good rapport because in cry enti ayen say Edu any Mikel Arteta no. I'm saying they don't have the only now Adrian Chrome in terms of
they don't have the same direction.
That direction. And so what team no team no Sinkina was a sporting director and a coach. Omo need a kind of players I say omo ko faba be team na. I'm say Nyadia Ebekoyi. Nti I'm say omo ko fana to be a step in the right direction between Abomi. And then now we are talking about Kylian Mbappe any transfer no. That's what we debate acquire one $137 million.
No, 137 pounds, 160 million euros.
So okay, 60 million euros. Okay. Now I don't know say if on the beja because reporter meeting say
rejected.
Omo rejected. Nti that's almost they say come back again. That's what sign almost sign the before for a ba mu so metumi abeja na kamele kadanka na mapping sense mo kan no. Now you could have waited for this move. I think a move need me a course we no corner can be saying say they be kwan e ona o ma few you can be able to give that reason but not give reasons before the move no esa na team a ba amanfo aju atuma o krom de esa o din tawo to be
not respecting the league. Yeah. It was the headlines Mbappe say and I sent you a story, right?
Yeah.
And yet, I think Mbappe, what he said was right, but just like we're saying, so maybe he might have said it at the wrong time to create disunity, tension, pressure unnecessarily for the team. But in the rankings, UEFA the coefficient of nations, any country be a league at the Abetuja. Sisia Portugal, is it Portugal? Yeah, La Liga, Portugal league, Ababe San France. Ama sisia France league na kotoso 6 in Europe. England first since 2018-19. England edi first and Spain yes second. And Italy I think third. And then Germany fourth. Nanka France ye fifth, but Portugal better fifth. And as I say France league even though Messi Ababia and might change things the following year, but as it stands now, the France league it also 6 in Europe.
Yeah, most definitely, but I'm sorry, almost share on my performance since during the year. No, normally I'm a quotient. Now I'm away to me the Champions League in India. No share. But I can say you could have waited for fencing. Ni move to Real Madrid. Na fi. Besides, they be quite a count na. Ema buy here. Nanka wakase o ebia na si na bia me new environment, new challenges and I me ko na matra France wache me ba me no mako finals Champions League yentumi anje ntimi fi say me new challenge na Real Madrid so me new and I say me childhood club na me pese me bo but then say was started at any time to do nti but then other reports say if for be person obey aka 1 year na wabo awie nti obo wie a ndo beto person ko Real Madrid da no wakoba me dey say Real Madrid between cash this amount from them a year Real Madrid why not but they should go for it because in the following year no free good for the club. Ebisa right now no. Na asma say nim so muska no. Financial ebia dey be ombe ko from kakra. Na obi so hwe price so mo to Mbappe na. Nka beka so obi ka so we suisu. Ona meche no. Ba wa ba mama che. Nti me den ka me present ka
what do you mean? Say price of the Mbappe saying?
I almost feel Monaco, you know.
Yeah.
A PS, you know. Says Scout, my young scout on the tone. Now it was more than that. And on the tone. But I only because I
kind of 1 year.
I'm so because I bought a boss watch it. And so I'll share a bar watch and I can 1 year in the and £137 million CD in car, if you say a step in the right direction. Now, you know, now analysis also make a lot of sense. But then,
Akomea,
the same
Sky Sports,
yeah.
Also money super agent,
yeah. Now, I say, either say, Ibeko, friends, Obeko PhD, CR7 Beko PhD, Mappy Co Real Madrid,
yeah,
maybe on Obeko PhD. But that is to say, Ronaldo, Susune, Bernardo Silva. And
ran as our story. But Man City also came out and said some priorities on Hurricane. But that story might gain some momentum because now that Hurricane has decided to stay put at Tottenham.
So. And see, I say Cristiano or person Messi compare of which I would love to see say Cristiano
Ronaldo in the same team.
The same team. Na me hwe enka omo contribution um quota in that team, but we are expecting so much at this point in time. Hurricane, I don't know, say psychologically, he can give out 100% at Tottenham right now. I don't know. We don't want to call. When I say the fans were good and those kind of stuff, atmosphere now was good, but emotionally, we just want to say, me who say why you be now or you be beyond reasonable data. Maybe I may thought I may man on maybe and some maybe a yes sir. Member fans say psychologically, maybe I will not going to give out 100%. But being a professional player,
but also he's going to give 100%.
And I'm just saying, but you until say will prove me otherwise. What I say, but on not being a professional player as he is, I'll be expecting to say or yet that beyond any reasonable doubt there. For me, there, me respecting the power because I didn't of course opponent yasem kutwa chuma mentwe men na me kwa adacha me kwa those kind of stuff. It wasn't easy you kwa, but he was able to pull it through. Then the levels were say when it comes to mafia in football, how yeah dear hey yeah bro 150 million pounds wow Siminji hey but that's what day you can't so the man be our count you ba.
No, I think that Tottenham almost even lost a sponsor. Once I do maybe as a team no. The way I was see a Bokasi Stadium I don't know. If you keep being the Tottenham now take first now team no back form. And as I see I know they want to raise their level to and lock horns and shoulders with the likes of Chelsea, City, United, Liverpool. What I say? It is also beton best stars. You become a selling clubber. Then what is the essence of increasing your stadium capacity? Because the fans will begin to lose hope in the team of possibly winning them a trophy. Now, with the Hurricane staying, they are seriously looking for Adama Traore, and report scratcher said they are still fighting for Lautaro Martinez before the end of the transfer window. Maybe that is why Kane came out to say he's staying, and because I realize it's a one, Anya dia Papa no beton on a two. Maybe a conversation might have gone on saying, say, okay, you better augment it, you better improve the team, you better upgrade the team now. So stay one more season, let's see what happens.
Okay, so Mr. I don't know.
Because if they're able to get Adama Traore and then they get Lautaro Martinez, Tottenham will be in contention.
That's right. I mean,
with Minson, Kane, Lautaro Martinez, Adama Traore.
Their is also pick up, and
Lautaro Martinez.
Yeah, also,
so they will have a good team and some strong bench.
Yeah. So the team with me, I push you for a league title. You always have to get some people in. More you sort the nest, make you know, I must say Agent Kappa. come say Kappa na say operation broke deal no mamo because say yeah, I say
deal ben now can.
They say so no names.
Sound niggas.
No guess, so no guess no. Was a Kappa or say yeah, Kappa is a baraga. Your goalkeeper no. Okokun na yi say onya obese obeba Chelsea no. And okan say bank and anybody pa na Twitter a man for hair blast you say he say keeper agent.
I mean players do it. Except Antonio Rudiger did for Werner and Kai Havertz. He spoke to them. Even Didier Drogba played a greater part in the signing of Lukaku. But
now do almost see about Twitter because obviously or no agent keeper obviously boy man money back. So no news say yeah.
But you've been criticizing Chelsea of late about your signings. Do we? I personally think we don't need him.
He's a good player.
No, I'm not saying he's a bad player, but he doesn't even get into Atletico team now.
There be a coach per options. When I'm saying, almost a team a match be any strategy. The last time I make say na a PSG4. Person moton Andres Herrera. Let me say that player no.
Yeah, Ander Herrera, former Manchester United
player. Because no. When it comes to tough match, bia we say and I say we pay robust midfielders bia. I saw more rock shoulder height to the likes of Real Madrid midfielder and the team the Casemiro more type ni you know. No hear that kind of that players in the robust midfielders no it's any. And the young cock for more Beretti Mune, you would the so more flamboyant midfielders are which you are more many in tea. We hear that you know.
Sound
guess in Koke. Omo has been
Koke crisis in the ball back from Koke was like the Iniesta of Atletico.
No, because that time
Iniesta of Atletico.
For me, we partnership in the heart of Atletico Madrid, you know, and there's a force to reckon with. He
lost his position last season.
Yeah,
on your regular.
But son experience on to. But I say it depends upon who coach now. Be say you can get something out of him.
Why? Loan out or sell Ruben Loftus-Cheek and then go get Saul Niguez on loan with option to buy. Why loan out or play a Scottish youngster called Norwich? Friend is saying
Gilmore.
Yeah, Billy Gilmore. Why? I mean, Gilmore did fantastic last season, especially games against City in the league and in the FA Cup. Anyway, Antonio.
If you say
it looks likely because Fabrizio transfer expert Romano attested a tweet about that this morning.
Yeah, because I mean we saw Oba different option in your Medford, and I say more in Colo and Kovacic in Jorginho.
You have Ngolo, you have Kovacic. But now once they see are relegated the likes of Rose Barkley. Loftus-Cheek, drink water. Now have been sidelined. So I think anyway.
Obama 5 minutes now take over. By Mariano Barreto. Sa Kotoko supporters a year omoka say omonsa kino no. A remedy for disaster. Because many a times Kotoko for coaches signing a year contract man so said anokwana so what interviewer no ka say every time your coaches in baba kwasa sana mo saki o ma no mo do mo ko FIFA na Jessica Pudu amamo run and financial in Kotoko is not that sound and tie kwan be fa so say mba betumi amana aba obey na adwuma say mo pen first team na they can no safu film maybe worse na
but how you have a contract with him you can't just also send him to youth academy
team. No, you can. You can
sign in as first team coach.
Oh, no, the first team coach. That's a Nejumana and so on here. What man can say? Menu where the back.
Nejumana and so on there. Then there should be performance related clause that gives you the.
I know, but man fan shame there. Or fire and as well. Or scout by Jeffy on so unto and see, no, they always say you can even frustrate him by the owner man is
the old cancer in Tiama Mawanus and say. Kotoko had a similar issue with David Duncan. So okay, Omoga sell omu relieving of the first team duties uncle youth teams. You saw what happened. And it depends on the type, just like you said, contract or signing. If you sign him, say one first team coach or a manager, and then all of a sudden also uncle academy teamer. On what basis? So a performance related clause we say then you can step on that to fire him. It's a very complicated issue. We don't know the contract yet.
Most of the time Ghana from Kokofa Bonina I don't think say they put these things into consideration. Say the offense performance related clauses ka kweshe yin ma na makoba. Ya na say no masake na abrofo so nim FIFA. Ko FIFA akoko musika nyina. Enti se kotoko supporters ni fi say kotoko usika say na sake Banano Bereto non kwa me so coach ni onye adwuma ba ntua mana call say on other side don't develop players no more no official on getting frustrated that answer no makwa you know for say onye adwuma na oye now say the adwuma no
but my point ni say o kasa o man nko academy and nko coach youthful side now if that is not stated in the contract na say o fan o hire na first team coach now be yin dia.
Now team no
you should if you don't have a reason to fire him, why should you have a reason to demote him?
Opo meaning say clubs ni na head coaches alko Arsenal mu Chelsea mu ni na no in as much say first team no many times no more times to go to the friends academy to watch to monitor most of the players
them just what adwuma friends and be am person monitor to bring players in
more rapport with the assistant coach you do na say o monitor because why can't you go there and do it? Me na mamu adwuma na me say adwuma na nya yinti they said men sake go to the lower ranks and bring the other players on par. Now, I
understand the point you are making, but a contract as somebody can how only the sign contract on a first team coach or a manager for 2 years, and then all of a sudden he comes back from Portugal, so Coco coach under 20 or academy team. No, me here first team game. In the contract, do you know what it stated there? I was hired as this, so if you are taking me back there, I'm not going. Pay me out, let me go. It can also lead to contractual disagreement and possibly launching a complaint at FIFA. So if there are performance related clauses, say be a league, we gave you a target, you couldn't meet the target, and Kotoko feel they have the right to demote or fire him, fine. But if not, it will bring the same thing now.
They have been doing this time and time again. Even later is crying Master Kredu, Master Kredu, latest one, and Master Kredu, or coffee, or do $20,000 I'll convert to Ghana, Nebuya.
Fans no dinner,
so young grateful. I know also a see somebody every time they are money coach bear a 1 season now, and no man koye, no man can say, Ebia,
Master Kredu, none going to me for Sky is coming. Yakotoko, the man rises to feel.
No, poor so or do be to as a yastic, say,
dear yastic. Master Krodo be na she kotoko ama be
local coaches now.
That's also another point.
Yeah, local coaches now as a yastic for
the way ACP kotoko wanga bit ma de o mako fifa. O the way ACP kotoko.
Me ye kotoko ni.
O ye has ni.
Me Olympics ni.
Sir.
Yeah, me Olympics.
O ye daddy.
Olympics.
Enti senka oli na ye o sir. Mba so oli aboa from grassroots aboa be big player do to kwanya no abenya national team
obe potential we say I can help the team and I me boy me buy team no so because need and I me course through and no
me bisa simple question
symbiotic situation there be now be family say me na me wie me bobo
ma sem na wa me sing ti wa simple question
me ko say me adwuma na me
okay
come come ni me busu afo share that okay
okay Mami Abba says good morning my people Chokojo from Pond King, yesterday I was busy at work, I couldn't call, but I was listening to you, pa, even through the phone in segment. Don't be disturbed, don't be perturbed. She is with you. Both thick and thin.
You know, I also say, say that I didn't tell me some Abba sit to at today. And opinion on Akai.
Some media mema session on also come be no one in some media me kind different from. In fact, Arsenal has to sack all their backroom staffs, including their health team, because for a long time they have been underperforming. Ken Frederick say, I'm sure Cristiano Ronaldo will go to City. It looks likely though. I agree to you guys. Is Keane staying? Do you mean Kane or Keane? I think you meant to say Kane. Harry Kane, there, and I could see who can they also stay at Tottenham. Uncle baby this season. And he said, my name said, Keane, or no spelling Keane, Kean. Once a for player no. Everton striker no.
Most Keane.
Most. Now no crowd my name's on my tona. because not Juventus
so
will sign him back.
PSG,
Yeah, but he's back at Everton. And he said, but say India, Hurricane Edika say he's staying at Tottenham. Okay, Manu Akwaba.
Yeah.
You get it straight into business.
Yes. Yeah, I think 3 stories were not of interest to me. I mean, the Kane one. He deciding that he will now 100%. He will give his 100%. I think it's a lot of good news for Tottenham. They are starting another new challenge. I mean, to decide that an experienced coach of a sort, but at least the performances will lose is not in doubt. I'm sure Kane wanted to leave because of performances. In the former interviews, in Yanoka said, player there saw the trophies.
Yeah.
That's what he wants to be laden with. After playing so well, the next thing he wants to do is to add trophy winning to his cabinet. And Tottenham has not offered him in the past 6-7 years.
Yep.
That's why he wanted badly to move. At least he's seen the prospect, 2 wins in 2 matches, and the coach also getting some respite in last time bringing him as a substitute. If anything, putting to rest, I mean, at his prime age, I mean, 27, 28, deciding to stay 1 more season will not change much. So for me, I'm happy, common sense, I found reasoning with him that let me stay at least for 1 more season, give off my 100%. If I'm still relevant, I believe City can still look in that direction. I mean, it's so painful. What's the amount of money bundled now? It will be interesting for him to leave to where he wants to be now, but at least this is Daniel Levy. He will never be a pushover. He will be the biggest culprit because he has 2-3 more years on. It is good he decided to stay. The second one will be Mbappe. I mean, Leonardo saying that, I mean, everything is clear to them that he wants to leave, but at least at the right price.
He's told them that he wants to leave, and PSG tweeted also. They put out a statement confirming saying Mbappe Akachrom Soko.
Exactly.
And then Real Madrid also bid for them yesterday.
Yes,
160 million euro, 137 million pounds sterling.
Yeah, but I think it's still far off their evaluation. I mean, that is where a bit of problem will be. I mean, everything is set in place. The boy is just not happy to stay with the club. I mean, he said was to head the club, to head to the league too. So I think it would be good
to sell him.
It doesn't become an unnecessary distraction to them. I mean, they allow him to really get off their books. But I mean, they bought him expensive. I remember, so they paid 145 million. The evaluation was 180, but financial fair play rule, no Mutia 145. They still some in arrest, about 35 million in arrest. So Mutia. So it would be good if at least they should get their money's worth. If he goes for like 200 or 250, it will not be too bad. Comparing his age and everything, and it will be the new face of the La Liga. I'm thinking that they should begin finding common grounds. And I think the ball is in the court of Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Are they ready to splash out cash at this moment? It becomes another question. But he wants him to live there. I mean, for his own betterment and the sanity of the league, you know. And the last one will be on a third party being built to come back in at the end of the month, August. I think it's a lot of good news. The only bad news is that Ghana squad never was South Africa. No, I don't think he'll be in contention. And even the English wing, you know, due to COVID rules in identity, they might just not be part of the team. I'm hoping the coach will. I mean, as much as I'm not a firm believer of Siki Akonono, I think that's not having the full complement of his team this time around.
Not only Partey, all English-based players are out.
The English dream will not be part because of COVID reasons. I mentioned that. They will not really be part of the team because of some of those rules in there. But I think all in all, South Africa should be a team that they should scale over. But for Arsenal fans, I think there's a lot of good news hearing that Partey might just return. The Nketia is built for September. But the rest of the team, they have a tall order to climb. But I think that's the most positive news I'm hearing, that the update looks likely. I mean, got Inje playing in that game against Chelsea in the Mind series. But at least if he's able to start light training and come first, second week in September, it will not be good. It will just go a long way to help the club. Yeah.
Kylian Mbappe wants to leave. That seems clear. If he wants to leave, we will not stop him, but on our terms. Real Madrid have been behaving like this for 2 years. It's incorrect, illegal even, because they contacted the player. What the years I could train name and ayode. You say you can be Australian, Sana we are sitting. And Tiano Ura, your friend said PSG, sporting director Leonardo, and on the RMC Casa, and all this answer to you. Another news, couple of sporting news, me a high profile Samote na yemfa enko the entire Chelsea ntumi anto Erling Haaland afena goal e de report ni nyina ba bonten say Abrante no the agent Mino Raiola ebisa 50 million pounds sterling a year contract na chese ohwa na otwibia sika na opa free Chelsea ho over 820,000 pounds sterling a week ena Kylian Mbappe na obisa every Chelsea ho £820,000 a week eno enti ena say Chelsea for ntumi anto Kylian Mbappe a ema onkokofa abrante friend say Romelu Lukaku. Another good news for Ghana, and he said Ghanaian veteran and legend Michael Essien nyame ya aduma UEFA Champions League draw no ebaso ochna. Now the Ghanaian news woman say Michael Essien has been selected by UEFA and being a Chelsea legend. Only Branislav Ivanovic, former Chelsea, another Chelsea legend, omunebe coordinate UEFA draw ebebaso nyame ya aduma ochna 26 of August 2021. Yenye kruma no pano bay to say 11. I think it's even earlier. Inti ochina Michael Essien wa benya dajibia Oshe CBS Sports they'll be bringing it live. Ubehun say Michael Matata Bison Essien any Ivanovic ochina omona ebe coordinate draw na ebe koso. Inti ochina you will know which teams will be playing which teams. Remember, there are big guns, and this season group stages no better there because teams in Ibia, nanko somoba port A, nako port B, ibimunsu coefficient a drop, just like I was saying, until we might have some intriguing groups tomorrow. Into Ochina Nyami Adma UEFA Champions League group stages no ebeba out eba edini na edi ebebra monemu monkai said fixtures no ebekoso den say China draw ne ba yedini na the fixtures for the Champions League has been slated for September 14th no mbebo two matches ba ko 14th and week ending 28 and sana de ebeka no ato aso nti yenhye no so na Ochina the sporting public you can be assured they say Ochina obehu ba bia Chelsea beko ba bia Manchester United beko City beko Liverpool beko Bayern beko PSG Real Madrid Barcelona Atletico Madrid any all the other teams Borussia Dortmund so ye Dortmund fan munyina mo behu ba bia obi abeda nyame yad no Ochina obi bisam say na Arsenal nka ho omo Europe kro mo anya bia mo Sesia League ye bonom to so 19 out of 20 teams nti team otisa no better no team yakoka Champions League ho okay nti no news okay manu quick one on just about 30 seconds you and Kalusha Mbappe dia no any Michael Essien honored by UEFA for the draw tomorrow.
Mbappe then I think I've said this thing.
No make Mbappe me say Haaland sorry Haaland.
I think that's exonerates Chelsea. I mean, for pulling a first one on the
£820 million a week. And a minor Real Ankasa personally wanted £43 million as agent fee.
Yeah, that has never been in doubt. We'll share what Milo Real together with the boys that were doing. They were really wanting to make the boy a cash cow. They were not thinking deep about the boy's future. You can see or starting a tour of Spain or the England. Now he wants to give it to the highest bidder. And even in the midst of the highest bidder, their interest was paramount to the boys' interest because Yenyeka said, ACP club are fitting the bill. And believe you me, he would have fit perfectly the bill of Chelsea because he's more of a centre forward. He's very dynamic anyway, but he can play also as a centre, just what Lukaku is doing. Haaland can beautifully slot in there. And for them to really be chasing money and making sure that as much as Chelsea wanted to have a flank with him, because it doesn't make sense. A young boy who should be playing his trade, you are thinking about not less than 800,000 every. Now Messi cried just saying, Messi's move, you are talking about 625,000 a week. I mean, players who have a sort who have really achieved and overachieved. They are going to be the face of the league. Directions. I think the biggest winner is Chelsea. The bigger losers are the dad and him. Not to discount him, he's still playing good football. It has time to really move on. But I think that time, the best move, the time to move was Onya, all the highlights going on around him. So for me, I'm happy Chelsea did not really look in that direction. It should have been a bit of a misnomer, a bad judgment to really go for some of these bad contracts. In the past, Chelsea are signing B, but more realize even signing coaches under duress, so be night coaches in the music. So this time around, I think their status have been fermented and cemented. So they will be taking advantage of some of these things and not make any quixotic additions, which may affect them eventually. Now the second one has to be on Michael Essien getting opportunity to be at the draw. I mean, a lot of good news. We for the Ghanaian side, we are happy. I mean, for whatever reason, it's part of history in Champions League. Unfortunately, the 2012 Wanshada final, he sat on the bench throughout. But
the Matthew didn't like him.
Exactly, but the competence was never in doubt. But even 2008, that championship Loli inside, and he was part. I remember so we played as a lateral.
Yeah, or Ronaldo in that
Ronaldo jammed him to score that beautiful goal. But it doesn't take anything away from his caliber. But most of the notable goals he was shared against Barcelona in that 2009 semi-final, will be remembered. So it will be good to see him. I mean, gracing some of great players are the ones who grace the occasion some of this time. A lot of controversies happen at the draw anyway. But together with another player who doesn't talk much, they do their job on the pitch. I'm expecting a very brilliant. Hopefully Chelsea gets a favorable draw because they are putting two of their legends in there for them. So kudos to him as a player. These are some of the things I want to hear. And players who deserve a podium finish and they can talk. Not as Samoajan getting the chance to go to Cameroon, he felt that he was on top of the world. But for ACN, I think he's paid his dues and it's good to have him. At least he has a Champions League medal around his neck, so he qualifies in total to be part of this.
Quick one. I don't know why I keep saying Mbappe instead of Haaland. Haaland, 50 million pounds sterling a year contract. I'm breaking it down. Not just now Chelsea cry highest paid player cry 320 to 350,000. Yeah, Kai Havertz.
Yeah, about 350.
Inti Ubeji 820,000 pounds sterling a week. Kylian Mbappe. Cecia Lukaku na be lead.
Yeah, Haaland.
Haaland. Cecia Lukaku na be lead.
Yes,
I'm saying no. I'm saying Lukaku your first na he abeda second.
Kai
abeda second. But the money na 3. I'm saying just 10,000 to 15,000 pounds.
360, 350.
Opo say media.
Minor rival yes boy na yo.
But say minor rival no na poba
no super em friend super agent.
Ono okoyi na say poba there so music also gi film. And most definitely
Manchester don't have problems paying huge agent fees. They like doing that. So maybe Haaland is set for them because reporting in actually say Haaland is coming to United next season.
Yeah. But papa now
agent striker PSG in recruitment maybe be money Liverpool. If
Liverpool won't pay.
The door is clear for United.
Maybe Real Madrid.
Real Madrid signs Mbappe. They don't need Haaland.
Okay. Sir, super agent, you know. Obama most definitely, you know. And usually media so hype too much. Or a hot cake.
No, but he did great.
Oh, he did great.
Why would you call this a hype?
No, media no so boy.
The performance was phenomenal.
Phenomenal, but now amount and a baby bano 820,000 a week.
It just got revealed yesterday by Goal. Goal.com they report.
I don't be a mama phantom because Cristiano Ronaldo ni Messi require ma sky say.
Hey, Messi do the contract by one time the boof years. That I'm not just £1 million a week.
Yeah, almost disco. Hey, na ye the continue fam. Eti me na expertise 43 million or no as a
agent fee.
Yeah, cause we good. No, I die on your players. No,
me and the
players themselves sometimes want him.
Some switch it. Even Lukaku before coming to Chelsea switch it. Players they switch agents.
But I'm saying Boki deal nice.
It's good.
It's good in doing.
I'm
going near Ivanovic.
I'm coordinating UEFA draw. Two Chelsea players. Just Chelsea being a favorable draw.
Catches are 70 now they onyo.
And right Liverpool they are fire could break it down. Robertson can was him. Robertson so sign new contract 2026.
And you know sir
Elliot.
Let me Elliot. Agrees in being a ball your bad.
Yeah.
I mean, when we now about Champions League, I ACM volley against a Yana Ikan and left Barcelona left to the boy later on. We equalize on the penalties. You free me.
Penalties behind them.
One I will go. And now
reference overable. On the patch on the autobiography or a patch. Nanso no cause here damage na we.
No damage. Esen obobo yi na yem say 2012 when nya kwan nya amoboni bi but nya lucky nya medal and I didn't see me no moko nyina so I mean
More Asian Champions League exploit with Chelsea in Kwan, but fantastic even with Olympic Lyon.
Olympic Lyon,
he single-handedly took the team to semi-final.
Yeah, I mean,
penalty.
Bison, go for me no more coordinating there. I'm say Ghana for Kwano, one of our legends. Legend with Chelsea.
Chelsea legend, Chelsea legend, Michael Chelsea legend, Chelsea legend, Didier Drogba, Michael Essien, Mikel Obi, Ivanovic, Peter Cech, Malouda legend. Kalunya legend, no.
Why? And how many years legend
Champions League?
No, impact out. You can legends now. Impacted team, pow. Hey, now
can if you have win Champions League, you just join that school. I mean.
No, you can argue that way, but Kaludi, I mean, who's a newspaper? You can say,
oh, yeah, he was a super sub of a sub. I mean, that team in 2012, I really appreciate that team. I mean, Obionya chance Bobino. It was not easy going to Allianz.
But I was happy to see that this morning. It was very refreshing to see ACN going to be the coordinator for.
But also, this was the first time I was cycle man under 20 no. Or cycle no Europe your body. I say after the football career no.
Once your character puts you on to an bafu say. One said that more the African game, but once international sometimes he needs to learn how to comport himself. You get used by the associations. You don't controversies because they look at all these things. Michael Essien got to time now ambassador for racism, and he did a lot of things. And so Essien ball and then Subai unyan wasn't bianca. So I think as someone needs to learn that sometimes the talking needs to stop at a certain point, because nano konya calf de koye yana ye munu Ghana and a calf de almost so and a calf revere no any all that. These things are not important. When a ma kunya calf recognition through Ghana. So until sometimes and yet the yema or mine and kwa shed your mind super jaw. Once near can't maybe the Olympics as some say Master Kono Sika Namdia comparison say one cabbage. What did you say? Was it they saw something and you did something for them? So also symbiotic relationship. That's how Asamoah should say it. In as much as dear ma Ghana or Boa Ghana scored goals, but when say Ghana so propagating in career, Ghana elevated him to a different level, because after 2006 World Cup or starting a year heroics are elevating to Sunderland crying a Boa no man. When you chance you know. In as much as Ejitum was from Ghana, all-time top scorer, I think he has to also learn. Just look at the incidents you see, Kobutu supporter, so Kumasi Stadium, we say, I mean, there are a lot of controversies too. So, Onusu who's a Ghana, so Abuano. No, na Mwasa. Besa, you get more recognition and international bodies be calling you. Look at Drogba, look at Eto'o. They are being used all over. Yeah. So, that is what we want to see our legends also get. Me feel that the next up should be as Steven Tornado appear. As also more recognizing fifth calf any day. Now mama so because he was also a character, personality or Ghana team. Okay, Abusuya de agudi onsem no si ane adane ye ho ye wonsem bebre ye beka wa amanyosem politically, and Captain Smart I responded to Atachia, Minister for Roads and Highways. Amobeka or the Asamakoda CID. Na Captain Smart say, I swear to God, nobody can stop me. Also, no way, because say MPP for person mu kumu no say omo de aduro omo try spiritually so omo be kumu anye and they say omo ba physically. Any Asama Captain Smart e dey atudwa NDC. And so I call on His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, calls that everybody and all Ghanaians have been making. Say, amend the Constitution, amend the 1992 Constitution, NDC to Akufo-Addo. Then the normal question will come, why now? I don't know Ghana ni biza. Why now? But I always say, I didn't nyakra, and yana say NDC anye, na say say ya, mama why now no? But then people will say NDC don't qualify to put through that call because they I feel Nanado do we are now is 16 almost the more chain MPP I don't know the omanye and only question will be bisa but say bisa question not to also say who suffers. I always say Ghana, if they need to amend the constitution about salvage or minor for the right path to development, let's do it. We'll be getting into that. Chief Justice Anselmo lawyer and they misconduct charges abono 9 charges asemabo ono so e di asemna court lawyer friend sa Kwesi Ofori fa court or say na your friend is saying legal counsel for ni na ndini to court and also honsem e wa ha Nana Akomea make revelation Nana Akomea there that I don't know that's why maybe Manucho likes him wakasa or say Ghana yentumi nkipu breaking the laws Nasta la yen expected progress. Now we na or kafa Ghana yewo grantor ya na ministries ni bi omun side eka. Na 2020 Auditor General report no SIT say Ministries of Health any finance akoso Ghana 8th commission to lose funds from major international donors because omu disika sika de mom so mfanya adwuma mo mfanye. Nti auditor report no ba about international donors na hu. Nti sika bi esesenka Ghana enya 20 million US President Emergency Plan for AIDS Relief PEPFAR Global Fund have withdrawn their funds for AIDS Commission to $20 million accommodate Ghana no because of Auditor General report no onwa withdraw. And I know that China Ghana Global Fund and so as a lusu sika bi nti ukikabo manache say grants ni AIDS I was nka yenya no Ghana lusu sika amfaso ni so na no na ene discussing the issue e wo kokuruku Kwame Sefa kan issue so Nana Akomea ese ogidi say financial matters any misappropriation any corruption are prevalent because the country laws have been relaxed na no na ema elusu sika according to him. This is why people get or see people get leeway to misbehave or misconduct themselves in breach of the laws because we be a disika and when saw Auditor General report naba yenye nipa crochet and only Nana Akomea assertion say if the person charged with enforcing the laws fails to do so, they should be seriously sanctioned to deter others. You will then see a positive cycle, but now it's a negative cycle. The positive cycle means the system will start correcting itself. Nana Akomea de bia somewhere I'm happy when people like Nana Akomea within the NPP comes out to make such bold statements. Say we can't keep breaking our laws and have progress. Nti yebehwe sasem we critically na ya connecting to probably amending our constitution. The call that has been made by NDC. Now and the positive news with regards to our progress. Some kai ACP Kwesi Ofori.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, DSP, former PRO.
Yeah. Someone saw a very radical.
Yes.
Or a police if we are now man for to say money position.
Yes.
One then say yes, charity begins at home. One chance and free Ghana for so. Now I see we are shaping our image. Corrupt officers will be smoked out. It was a police if no Modia keta se shane kwan hu gina ne mame 2 cities ntisa mayo se nkwa na moje no. ACP Kwesi Ofori say we are coming after you because your image say your reputation identity I will say a revival the Ghana police nti enoni ACP Kwesi Ofori so a caller ono so ameki Kwaku Anyidoho former deputy secretary of NDC and he's at it again now radio ya discussions now say Asiedu Nketia inya NDC chairman ope oti where do you see
tell us
Aputorr. Hey, say the go you do say you do any Johnson Asiedu Nketia pa gina boxing ring man ewrade nyame o say Aputorr and you the whole spits on Asiedu Nketia's chairmanship ambitions and still on Koko Anyidoho. I'll say NDC now breeding infants who are intolerant, hate, insult. What is say NDC party no? And kwada omu free party nim no. Omu ye intolerant. Just say yemfa nya den enka omu. Omu it say the koto anase nyanchre.
Yeah.
Scorpion, right?
Scorpion.
They'll bite you with poison.
Exactly.
Also omu the time any 10 year kwa and yes ana NDC party no net here Koko Anyidoho is in the news. And then Captain Smart says, I swear to God nobody can stop me. We're responding to fraud allegations by Road and Highways Minister, calling on CID to probe and possibly jail Captain Smart. Many more coming up on the show. Yeah, the discussions no shisha so straight away by the Asadaka say ma Dr. Kwame Amponsa any Venom Women's Health Services. So your banner utie na no pay dia. You can fool Dr. Kwame Amponsa and among or your your primary doctor because he qualifies and more qualified to do so. Or your gynecologist, SI obstetrician. Mr. Obstetrics in Wajuman Wayache and I was saying gyno no ache. Na mamnu chobeka chose kone your pap smear. Me pacho so ye or bana utie me nano pay. Uye bema na utie come for Dr. Kwame Amponsa ma yeri. Non fan as the primary doctor. Isan say why ye Jumana chef from Ghana come for noche over 10 years and now he's been here since 2005 practicing as a medical practitioner and now why ye Juma enya ne residency na unim is ono ye housemanship doctor for na yetiti omo wo kire o made wa ben papa enu nti frɛ no ana say call Venom Medical Center building me ho na Dr. Kwame Amponsa wo ne suite number ne 312 ba cho frɛ no na ene ne nkasa 508 459 2706 508 459 2706 508 459 2706 na ne Dr. Kwame Amponsa nkasa na ono so entumi emwa na bibia nkon kan ye de aseda PSA Rashida Financial Services, mortgage protection, college planning, Medicare plans, life insurance. So upesika samun toto ye die na me kanfo Rashida Financial Services ana edi ama friend 781 354 3060 781 354 3060 offer you about Rashida any type of insurance a opebiano obeboa na onsa enso atumi akambi Danko African market, a true definition of African market. Sa ope Kenya, enuane, Cameroon, Cote d'Ivoire, Senegal, South Africa, enuane ne free African crony nyina bisoba. Nigeria, yadeba bro, me pacho ene wadidi ya hwene ntina Ghana for sisi yenyini carboni doson. Me pacho yato odie upe emua sesamne di fonio eye wheat 100% no starch fonio no tibihwe na bo nse koyie pa fula no so 100% millet from Mali anye unse sisia no ade no mo ya no mo de ne me frafram ba ye de ne kofa free Mali unse de ntia friend fula ani fo no ya mo de nantiw nti millet papa no ifi Mali ni nyina benya bi ato enne mo ma yensesa ya didim enra na me ne madam fo bi din kuma na me bisa se aden na se Ghana for even ohwe krom ha last 2 weeks a year 2 year omo nyina 50s we are dying too young, too early. So in Tebusia, I mean sometimes we have to also do the identity check, ne yenye cross check, ne yenye reality checks kakra. So na yen share and you may be a ya emwa ye di dim ni ade. So yen system kakra na enyoma mwa obi ho a o se fruit kro de kana no a the body needs fruit. In terms of balancing foods, veggies, carbohydrates, body need here, but vitamins. I say so you balance in the kakra, and then you are in our cry inorganic. So in this outside the one way is na akoy bibi oho. Enti na come from us Bradanko 785 Main Street. Na ebetuto enuane millet no ni phone your musa 100% wheat. Na emwa na in reduce carbon because we take carbo bebre. Unso a umbe bi. Calories day won until how many minutes or running how many minutes into basa na pile up na e de yare ene o how bebre ba Danko African market kan calaban so ho brabeji binom na emwa na until blood pressure so fa ema nyumako we nyina daroma ena omotaye chi a itumi e de yan political discussions and so e de ebremo ye get straight into the issues na ye sha say fi Captain Smart aso na ya build it up but before that bacho Kofi wayo kasaka kramai Kofi na zai
politics enye ntoko say ukoko ntoko we are savage if you're NDC MPP URP you're free to vote.
Okay, Unity Radio 103.9 Anopa Bosuo Suni. Let's get straight into action now and share. But before that, Paul Dis also says Oppo and your guest, the unofficial guest, has joined, and therefore no propaganda. I'm watching. We don't do propaganda here, Paul. Mamiaba, I say our football administrators will never learn. day in, day out, same old story. Sack coaches who underperform and pay huge debts. When will they put in performance clauses in their respective contract? Same as when we put in government, they will go and be signing and abrogating. Oh, Mamia, but you couldn't have given us a perfect scenario. Or say, Kalusha, as a man here, Kakotoko say, fans in this pam coach no. Or say, Sane and Penny Fonsuye, President, we better not no, a cosign contract, no abrogate. Tinwansi Trias, I have almost friends saying, judgment debt. Tisabi na clubs no so yenti free. Yam Penny voting. Yam Penny voting in us, I know ya and affected clubs no. Okay, same as when we put in government, they will go and be signing and abrogating contract anyhow. On my back, cranny, shaking my head. Okay, Nana Kofi Abekasi, good afternoon, Opo National, Manucho Magandi, and Ken Kalusha. Hope you guys are doing well. Yes, we are doing well. I think this issue of Kotoko sacking of coaches has become a norm. It's becoming too many, and I think Otumfuo should take charge and resolve these many issues, because the many cash paid as penalty to these sacked coaches could be used to finish the Adakojachi project. Okay, inti Nana Kofi Abeka and so say Ebeya Otumfuo step in, but I don't know how Otumfuo can step in, because there's more or less not just I to say Mokas and Ananso will interfere with day-to-day running of the club. Nanan Tuminye. And I want you to and on one team national conference. I agree with your point that maybe Otumfuo can tell them and speak to them saying, Mikrachemo, team is a more boy a car, I will coach a pam Tebaya, most and sign contract, a monpe lawyer for my being. No more fine clauses in Shishim. The coach and to me and the moment target known to me achieve. Namo pesamo pamnoa. Then you have something to step on to kick them out. And Yanwan said they be a yampamno. Na itia Mamia Babese judgment debt. And also the no. Opo, if we are looking for someone who is intolerant, full of hate, vindictive, disgraceful, and to be spied on by those who were with him when he was arrested, then is Anyidoho, who has just described himself and thinks others are same. Anyidoho is waste of serious time, and if he think he can divert attention, then he should revisit his note. Hey, and then the former deputy general secretary na Paul Disuso who chabon is ano say Anyidoho so ono nana oye full of hate, oye intolerant, now oye vindictive, or saying disgraceful. Wow. Anyway, yes, your dosa. Let's start off from Captain Smart. Manucho quickly. And I'm more running time on running stories. Said the binya time I share other issues, especially the amendment call of the constitution. Yes, start off. Captain Smart say MPP 4 person mukuno. Almost started spiritually. Now or catch. He was being very sarcastic. Say, road and highways minister. Means me kuta document to ha. Yes, he should come for it. Inti brabeju document. Me kuta document. Yeah. He should call him. From the Auditor General.
Exactly. He said he should call him. Since a running story, they say Amakwata, a woman made an allegation. Say Captain Smart had 25,000 to influence the maybe if you want them. Now Amakwata has also decided to launch for CI December shame. So Captain Smart also on his show has also started issuing where I'm particularly not in tune with what he's doing. But in any case, maybe there's that general call that on person shutting up. They want to gag him. That is why they are doing this.
Yes, and say that is what everyone will say. Almost
shutting up because he's become very, very strong in the government of late. I mean, he doesn't hide this or MPP in Nimapa, but at least he doesn't like what is really going on. He's really been on the neck of the government for this past few months. I mean, it has even caused him his job at Angel FM, but he's not really slowed down. And I think that call now but says the best friend. Then he also felt that, you know what, I swear to God that this wouldn't shut me up. And I want that interesting part that I also have your document.
Also on the document. What kind of document? I wanted to know more.
It's interesting. Maybe Auditor General there, the shady deals which have gone on at the perceived, I mean, wastage of money. How do you see shady? They perceive they say kebia for baby, they unaccounted for money beyond Nusukra. And I think that Captain Smart has been very vocal on it. I mean, Ocean expose is based on Auditor General. Some of these things and Kovonia timing kind of hold those here. No, I pick a particular sector. No, I buy
exactly.
And I
he was the only journalist. at
Exactly.
area no auditors general no the year juma
Yes, so breaking down to being an illiterate position to understand what is really happening there. Maybe in that direction, I will not that for roads and transport. Into Ogachen say, I mean, you can take me to this point. I also have this. I think that legally, that is how it should go. What should the minister do? What TBB say, no, you're happier. He will only tell the CID to pick you up and interrogate you and bring the woman to. The Yamaka said, your alleged is so proving. Everyone is innocent until proven guilty. So it's good to know some of these things. And I like the Captain Smart position to that. I mean, and you're weighing them now. I'll
say it is an attempt to cow him into silence and warned that the architect will be unsuccessful. He swore that no amount of intimidation will silence him, and that he will continue to speak out on issues which are of public interest. And let me quote him: nobody should think that I will ever stop talking. I swear to God, nobody should think that you can ever stop me. I am scared of myself. It's my right side which is human, but my left side I don't even know what it is. Nobody should think that you'll be able to stop me, to stop this man filled with the spirit of Kwame Nkrumah. I have said it before that I died and resurrected thrice. I know myself better than anyone. Don't dare joke with me. They have tried me spiritually, but it never worked, and they are now doing it physically, but it will never work. No matter what they do, we will put this country on the right path. End of quote. I'm
a firm believer of equity. Once you decide to get to equity, or you have to come with clean hands. Once you decide to be an anti-corruption crusader, you must purge yourself of every other corruption. When you have your platform. Luckily for him, he's a journalist like us. He has a microphone, he has a megaphone, he can make all these submissions, which is beautiful. At least he will not be cowed into silence. Say, but he is saying that, I mean, the issue has come. I mean, I wish he could talk about the issue.
Questions are no there are a lot of allegations that have come. Why now? And then Captain Smart started Kasayan, and then another somebody was also asking if Captain Smart hadn't been as vocal as he is now, do we think this thing will be happening? Like the Home Minister trying to get CID to
investigate him near there. But you see, that people have the right to all their various conspiracy or theories or analysis that they want to make. And I'm a firm believer of it too. I wouldn't be an ostrich sitting here and saying that, because Captain Smart has been around for a long time. It looks like, and we know what has happened to the lives of...
Allegations be about now.
And now Sari Mayor announced, you know how it started. And CCN has been taken up, it's now in oblivion. Even Manasseh once a while push a tweet, but he named the relevance, and CCN, when he started being very vocal, like we could do in it. And so people are always right to be issuing some of these things that it looks like anybody who puts the government under scrutiny becomes the next victim, or will be pushed into oblivion. That is, people have a right to do those things, but it also doesn't mean that say, we should also sit here and be really
because as I will criticize you be say now so they are
you talk about it. Although I'm a firm believer of the school of fact, say share the substance rather than sometimes attacking the messenger. Yes, I know we always lose it because he's a person. No canon does it have substance? Is it true? So Akwajo Bisika doesn't mean that the crusade now, yes, Ghana needs to be fixed. And you see, those are some of the things to why people, I think people also speak about. Say, school are dance, schools under trees, people are drinking with animals in here. So Ghanaians also saying that in Pakrono, Wakwajo between 5,000 at least. You see, it allows all these things. That is why we need people to be fair in their reportage in here. I agree to all the schools of thought. Menka say, what can't see in jail? No, you still look into it. And if you end up, it ends up being a liar, you can sue the woman together with anybody trying to defame you. You have that right. You are in a democratic dispensation. It's not a banana republic. It's not an anarchy state. We are not under the military. Everything needs to go through a court system. And I think so far that's what is happening. Although people say that into sometimes we need to be, especially we expect leadership to be a bit
Captain Smart saying he can be silenced. Do you think
it's good? It's good. You should not be silenced to this, but the substance still remains that did you really take the woman's money? And I'll leave that to the CID to
do the investigations. Galusha, quick one. Smart I responded to Enra and somewhere by say wa job baby 25,000. I'm a road and highways authority minister at the Nakoma CID say mo hwhwem na enye so mo clear ni din kwa na yem punish the perpetrator if it's proven to be true. Captain Smart say and the MPP for try no omo anya no e no de ba honam ni no nefa ye nipa nefa o se ni benkum ni nye nifa onim ni benkum side hono de eye wo wanya ne miensa nti omo try no.
Opo, this issue na esenka o menya kwan na baba because no more shishimpa but then I don't mean start saying no mabiase e was a issue e koso na baby akra meka say papa ne de o se atene din e wo mu say nke disca bi e ba kokoma no na nka ma me no eyi meboa e na o se matimi din wo mu no e na nti me de hokoma siadi. Now, what is going on with the Ghana politicians? Why every time they always crying foul, say maybe something is going on?
Yeah,
there is mandate to the Ghanaians to say, no man kosono, we have to say it, publicly for our own good. It's not politicians there. We give you the mandate to help us, but not to first and now if you say yes, and he said say mandate is right now that we are there to do accountability to the lenses of our social media.
Yeah.
Nti mu ya de na mo ye mo nkwa first na mka say ya bi akotwa mpa ekwana mo ye no poku ase kwan no ma ya mpa. Opo enu na boy down to akosi for you beba na asem na boy down to nkofo a omo ye ready presenters a omo ma eduma na say eduma na incredible biem no.
Yeah.
Esan say ebimbe etwa mu no omo ni ebimu ekodidie o na Ghana so obi your papa o ti asema me kan obi your papa no how now you feel indebted to that person. Anytime bia ni pakon wo ye bibia na o pese o fi say o kokan o ye papa da na o de ba betu enum enu na e high man ebina yi kan no a friend say Canada Japan right. And also because what be from air condition tika wano tum. So that no can show. So because he criticized MPP, who they make no say 20,000 not 10,000.
50,000. No so it be.
No say no say 10,000 or sometimes say 10,000. Oh, you can go back and get the story. Let's check. Yeah, but also original condition.
Right now, what the politicians need to do is they need to be tolerant. They should be tolerant to whatever year coming up, no. But me, when they are crying foul now, me don't seem to get it. Money amount now, say no man kui. Why don't embrace it? Because that time now also opposition now. You said no. Now you are happy. Say you go be hufi. Yeah. Now also say I didn't ban out to me year. Why are you crying over split milk? And some politicians see the more saying I don't supposed to get it. And see, I say we know. They can't be home. And what I'm just put across and say,
10,000.
10,000. Yeah, years ago. Yeah, 10,000. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. 10,000. Just an input. So yeah.
Oh, and presenters in be a chairman, so mom, you want to Canada, and can think I would say, I want to 1 hour come and say, and come say, Como and the Donald Mokotrama, they say it as a test. And as I say, more political affiliations. No, more GP president go to one. Until 2 first come and Abuna, you corner election time could do. I see Munka be my own. Yeah, Akuma envelope. And the man envelope, I shut you down. Won't we can be abium. And so most the right now, what is happening is, so
what you're saying, are you trying to say, sir? As a Siciano, Central for Kakrana office or Mutumiba by nature, silence. Is that what you're trying to say? That's what the one person may because the politician now crying foul say a month for voice out. And the first presenters also the eye of the first of the populace. And the voiceless. The voiceless, the four estate of the governance. And say whether we like it or not, it is included. And the social media, I'm not saying you are not trained. They are doing a human job. What am I saying? By bringing out a normal and normal office on my first day, now they will come and say it on a white paper. It looks so good. What am I saying? But now they don't say no money. It is a month for whom 2 years. Why don't you re-strategize? What am I saying? Say what Bobo. Now say unse obiya information oba. Obo 442. I went to Ghana Congo boy 433. And now you change information. By law, seems that our politicians always want to toe the same line. When I met you now towards the same line. I mean, Obia Fasakwa no subida.
I know your mistake in a free so. And that same in our tour, people will still voice out. It's just they have to embrace it. Okay. They have to embrace it.
So you are trying to say Amakwanta because of issues on
the side baby. Okay, good, sir. My team didn't baby. Franco CID. Fine.
And then he did clear no was it not only to clear my name but to punish the perpetrator if proven guilty.
Yeah, other side as well.
I know there's a young catch CID some punish perpetrator. No? Yeah. So CID and says there are some things when you do as market smells of mischief.
Yeah.
Because also the entire now also it is a unity radio issue. No be afraid to the show say Kalusha Jimisika. And CID meji usika say me de koma Mr. Danso. Na Mr. Danso actually letter say CID mbacho hwehwe ma me opo national Kalusha abomidi say opo national Jimisika say anka ode breme na ma yade ama na ode be bribe me na ma yade ama no nti be say CID hwehwem na medin me pese medin san but do say enye medin na ensan keke sadwe na make say no cry there if the police do their investigation and it comes out say ampa say fraud wo mu a fraud is criminality nti nye o minister no cry na obeka che police for say fraud or punish fraud omo nim say mandated by omo juma ne omo law
from on the rule of law no the papa ne is step in the right direction. What one know my bone chassis? Yeah, it's not under. It's not under your. We all agree. It's not under your jurisdiction. I mean, let the appropriate quarters deal with it. Okay, it's fine. But other issues, say, obi o so obi akoti obi na say mo document mi wa no.
I was me crowd. Because mon Captain Smart show no. O say mon kancha mo akwanta say the document mi kura me omra meje.
Let's say who
Captain
somehow can. Captain somehow can. Let's say me say the politician are not crying foul say issues be on Cambiano. They want to calm it down. What I say in out of that see why can't they open up to the different challenges and a different rooms for to operate. Okay. What I say so one is idea. Na say okay say obey an old system now of governance now. Opo things are changing. They need to change their strategy.
Things are changing and their strategies needs to be changed too. You move on. I'm talking about Auditor General report no. Eno na MZ Captain Smart ko kan ko fancy mo nyina by, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because me on the audio no had that show that he did.
Yes.
I mean him say time obeba mo a. Kaye boss audio no. Oh yes, I show ni wie no.
It's never found peace.
Yeah, oh yes, I show ni wie no. And as our problem no e ba here. Obi say as a to but my main link is our story we quickly your time ninti na yenhwe na Akomea asem no I think say Eraimo na Akomea asem no ni police for asem no Eraimo with we no na yemfam free ho anamba say hwe Aputorr ni free ho Eraimo we no okay we say na Akomea say na Akomea say
please dey kwa na hear me pa please
yeah inti dey ni nyina be to us because ni nyina ye friends na Akomea say yentumi mbreki Ghana mra and expect progress na okasa yakofa Auditor General asem ho enunti Ghana Ace Commission sika esesenka US aban e de bro mo 20 million ma withdraw na no na Akomea ekasa say the financial stability of the commission and the ability to achieve its mandate has also been affected. Auditor General report and the way numina by nina connected to Captain Smart now discussing the issue na Akomea believed matters of financial misappropriation and corruption are prevalent because the country's laws have been relaxed. Was it a proye sikedi e koso wo mining basabasa ni nyina ne se o mining mra a se senke gina ho sei chirabin ye de atofom I don't know how to say put did is it ayodo and Akomea say senka mra ni gina ho nti obia odi sika owia Ghana obokro no na kamra no ne di nti so opo national tiachiri na ohu a obi na edibi e na say ya to no na me na me nkodie but I say sisi obi edi ane a shield no obi aye boni ayenka Auditor General report na be ordinary document and annual report no answer ba as I say Auditor General report no oye na oye but she see wom free Adam. Eti Nana Akomea say yes I dey we dia. It mean progress. Na ebi ni say akokama international bodies say nkomo donate sika de boa Ghana AIDS Commission ni ade a Ghana elusu major international donors to a sum of $20 million. Manujo,
yes,
we can't keep breaking our laws and have progress.
Exactly.
Nana Akomea.
I think Nana Akomea couldn't have said it any better.
Nana me pe Captain Smart audio no na ma boyfriend na or year report no ne eno no koye wie ya sa issue we ba the kasame
Nana Akomea, I mean statesman, he's been an MP Okakwe South, I remember so well, and he distinguished himself as Minister for Information in Adenya and Asisiano. I mean, he's now the boss of CEO of STC, and he goes on some social shows. I mean, one being Metro TV now, Kokroko, and he made this clarion call on Kokroko. And I think this is what some small potatoes like us have been saying over the moment. Yeah, Kasa, I say Ghana no. As a president, you don't control 90% of the things that's happening to you. About only 10% comes to you, but 90% of the time, how you react to it. Our laws are not deterring enough because I couldn't say judge Tineguma or my punishment when he say, yeah, then anybody who is listening, no, they won't say, Master, me, yeah, mine might even be worse because first time offender, but it looks like under this Fourth Republic, a lot of people have been left off the hook. A government which came into power campaigning on corruption, that one is so corrupt, and a lot of controversies do come out, they are cleared without any just cause. Even for any merit, no meritorious, intimidate a typical case. We share how this Kwesi went about this. Still, no president made a joke out of it, and the man is still at poster. I mean, Akomea, sometimes you see, my pain with them is that they try to, they are very good with the words. Sometimes they hit the nail right on the head that Mr. President, you're always freeing people and not being punished for what they do. No, and then because I quite say, so be a MP, or be a minister, or be a deputy minister, not so deep on here under this current regime here. Nothing really happens. The president wants to tell us that in the court for the past 5 years, nobody has had issues. There's no problem with anyone. There's not been a single person, but we can say, wait there. Maybe to the large extent, but Chejak was made to resign for some of the Onukrampo. Ebinuka said we didn't lose money, but we signed one of the most bad contracts you can ever have. But that is how he wants to advise that. The way I say man kono, abroche nyina no, woko China, woko US, woko UK, woko say there are punishments and rewards. Obi at the pa, ye reward no, obi di bonia, ye punish no. Ule ono simunyane, Angela Merkel, right hand man. They were made to go to jail for going to stack money in Switzerland. That is how they run the system. Say, who are you? Who am I? Say, if people of repute, they don't get it easy. So Nana Akomea is just telling that we need to punish if you want some of this, because we sure the test general reporting but sometimes it's very damning. Say the money goes down the drain. Your opportunity cost for quarter microphone or the quarter headset, okay, you didn't use it for the right purpose, but at the end of the day, Ghana gains eventually. But yet there way or yet testing you, there's no microphone, there's no headset, and the money cannot be accounted for. How do these people just are left off the hook? Because they are politically correct people, and we don't want to touch them. And say if the presidency will listen, some of these other statesmen, I am disappointed they don't channel their grievances through the right way. They just kind of trinomial. We are not saying that the government will pay, but successive governments, the biggest problem is the fact that they don't punish adequately. So people take advantage to milk their system very dry. So we are imploring, we are leader and that's people should remember you for the right reasons, sir. Because they are doing what the citizen want. And I'm not sure that you will not win the power. You do stage people are agitating.
Okay.
They expect you to do the right thing. So I agree with him perfectly that the 99% of the problems you are getting in Ghana is because the leadership, especially the president, is not punishing adequately for people who commit atrocities or commit some of these things against Ghana.
Okay. Unity Radio 1039. Mamiaba Nkuma says, Opo, have you seen the video of the woman who is pounding and selling fufu on the newly constructed Pokuase interchange? How do you expect to move on as a country? My share peace news cry and your only deadline. And I video no crowd Ghana web. Osha ask him. That's what I'm saying, sir. you know, fix the country now and kana ebi must fix your attitude no Krum, how can you do this? Can you ever even imagine and think of doing the interchange? We interna dynamic actually interchange come here no. The way almost say ya no. Aha, baby city and come as some grassy around
the landscaping is very bad.
Yeah, as some come grassy some more there. Na take corner.
They are preventing people from even getting there.
One video no. Obi ye choba.
Yeah.
I will progress interchange.
Yeah.
Asi o ye choba.
I understand why
choba. A man for so koto aduane ni di o.
Yeah, of course.
Police for so ahu. You see?
Oh
God. Inti Captain Smadian quickly.
Adenti na ban bia ba or the corruption in Ghananum obekono na afro no. So what do we need to form the own? Krono a ekoso sese no. Any sidia dem fa ne ho. Me na me ka kiro. Hwe manim na me ka ne yejro. Me se krono a ekoso sese no. Krono na ye boss 2016 no esa. Krono a ekoso. Sa se me boa Akufo-Addo General report from 2016. Na hwesika na ye wia egu nkrofo motom na fato enne sika ye wia egu ye motom. Auditor General not to want to say or MPP ni. Into wakota wakava so sadia ne cover. Papa ne cover on cover. Afede na bema bu say montronko na me kura de afede e mabede. Papa no wakova sa or cover de ne cover. Or for district way and cover, or for the ministry way and cover, or for department way and cover, or for agents way. I say, my brother, money a montro, your baby amra. I didn't see ye hosa. At your baby, 2016, 2016. Audit na ye wo Ghana ha nyina ba Auditor General's report no no. Afi ba akumuno. Ye wia 4 billion eno no akogu nkrofo bottom ye wia saa sika no 4 billion Ghana cedi so eno no de koye sika dada ne mu na eye 4 trillion ene ye wia ye bedu 2017 audit report ne ba ye no na a jump from 4 billion to 7.455 billion and then the period. You may do 2018. Now akosoro by $500 million. Today you drew 8 billion plus. Sa sika no he ayira ye wia eno no. And you may do 2019. Now you drew 9 billion plus sika ye wia. Ewo man 9 billion. Edu 2020 na ade no edru 9.9 billion last year pe eye sika na nkrofo awia egu won botom 2020 ya ene ya bedru 2021 ahakra na mam aya na metiya me ya no mam tiya me ya sese ya me no kasai double Yeah, MPP say, or your NDC ni, if you say Mahama na appointing no, to say double vote na wa, obeye auditor, niyama SCSC nyina no obetwe pie, ema party na nim eguase, na party na ye hwe na nim guase anasa Ghana nim guase ene ye hwe. Party ena enye yie. Anasa Ghana and enye ti ye pam domlevo. Enipa na o se domlevo enko retirement no. Professor Dua Ajimai. Ono na nkasa na o pam nipa no so onko no. Ono watra 70 and o pam de wager 60 say onko retirement. And a domlevo koye. And a ye ya MPP. Ya appointed acting auditor general. Say ono de oye MPP ni enti obetimi akova niam so papa na cover so wentimi ankova papa no wa cover nkova we audit report we Auditor General's report we actually and say 12.8 billion Ghana cedis. And now me party MPP wabem etimi ahwanya me ohata soro hoyanim na 2020 Auditor General's report say aban we mu no 12.8 billion crofowia egu mbotom we PDS scanning ka ho Sputnik V inyamai. What did I'm trying to say? Yeah, we are Crawford Yegu bottom 12.8 billion. What can yes, man can 12 billion, sa 12. Actually, poor and one trick. I got 200 million Ghana cedis. Now, yet 13 billion. And I say, I say, Auditor General we report on the man say ye real sasikano ye di krofafa and ye go motom wo kan ye say ye financial irregularities tie brofo omo de ba omo misapplication misappropriation and embezzlement asa brofo bi ensa we ya asa It's brofo me ensape 3 words. Etimi amagana elusu 12.8 billion in 1 year. Me catch that one dan say na na do dan kwa ontimi nka biomu da woni wiase oba say me na do dan kwa Akufo-Addo I am not corrupt. Ontimi nka biomu.
Okay, so this was the programmer Captain Smart here, just like I was saying, to augment the show and to authenticate what we just talked about. Kalu, now also.
Yeah, Opo.
And to win an Akomea, so Auditor General report about 2020 no, yen link story no. And now Ghana AIDS Commission, can USA for donation my 20 million or my withdraw any other donors. And now Akomea discussing or say yen punish it. International bodies now says you can't cry the body and somebody and money day.
Yeah,
which I
that's almost the 2 million by crowd almost
2 million.
Yeah. And Opona Adeba Koso I say Adeba Kwa Sheni say until say Ghana be change this attitude say that say Oko ministry hona oh now omo directors ni CEO no it's coming also being appointed by government by not competency no until say change that you know it's going to be because in now omo ni ministers ni bokro no CEO any directors no omo na because of political ambition no omo political because can we are about a political party ni conference they make out see because about ministry of first health no director no ho no na CEO no ho no apart from minister no or MPP ni the omo amfa no say because say or competent I go school and you know
but I know they are more competency there for the most part they are competent
no
they are qualified to hold the position there they are but if they are party loyalty over national interest
political party say because say omo campaign
political parties say omusua de ade ne de omusua enti anano manocho hwana ya appointing on special prosecutor unza okra ohwe ni CV na see no qualification there it's appointment that me feel say qualification there
they make sure the person will qualify but has to
they choose party loyalty over national interest that is the problem
that's the point the person you know he say o minister na say o director hono mi na mu free political party aba na deal bi aba na say yi bi aba na mo kwakoka wasema na say edidie be beba mama mbetumi di be sponsor mo political party campaign the following year na say subsequent years na opo you want to do diligence until say you stake you know national institutions in no you be more sebio only political affiliation bia na okokbo adwuma no saa na be koso saa krono na be baso they say no mo kokoje grant because they say adeba kusa esan ha adwene say saa nkrofo no opo say read bia ni o manda omo so say me make say CEO for no directors for no me so mo crash ministers there's no radars under them say we na bokro no ba mo so na e di o manage dream papa because say auditors report say ba ya what say yes ministers akofa e beti o CEO director adenti punish omo senka omo ya political ayi na dey for omo na dey omo kotra wa nka these people no say nka because John Mama timing opuni first cocoa board e dey buy then you can wasem
cocoa board called so opuni order so jina court
o jan so ko so mo kana say say MB before buy no mo so odi boni mama hono so abo odi boni this because scan onya the Fred na be ko you know political party no for campaign nti omo any CEO ni directors no e kana na no omo di abro omo boy kro no enti say na man say wo be president bia no when didn't say am for me na me appoint him because that directors is being appointed but not on merit na sa CEO job no dey opo nye say one more dey we vocal we verbal strong and them ma kokotran wo me sin krofo no be ma kokotran wa okokot the Nikobo office wa onye hwe ne disika go ma body same that's what is happening omo titwa keke e de oba kokotran no me omo nye hwe omo do me Nikobo na o me kwa omo nye ye de ba betro a yi paper be no ha no asensan on kan kra you don't even have time to sign to read through ye de betro anim no this kind of face can you kokodi wi a afino meka say ade kwa edi ba man kinkan na edi kokotran say kwa hwe han
ade bo acheja kunti na meka say
na opore say na sem na ba bia ba
na ka kunti and say echo castle castle no
of course na president asante bedi etu
no president authorized them
yeah no near say but he has
no president signature there
I just wanted to emphasize that no ni Ghana but like he gave the permission but now but Santi do too
me come as me bo biadi me go for DV Ashema no me point to me come as but say na me can me bo biadi and what I just want to put you across and say until say genuinely no minister obi mo me come be mo school mu ni made but until say sankrofo no a government appoint you mom state institutions no ye you ma free wapo say sakro no
be you ma free say yenye say ya buy na be appoint you man say
that's right. Constitution amendment require say state institutions you know it should be obia or Ghanaian or obetumi aye adwuma no so it's not being appointed by
no Egyptians so
liaising with them to siphon the money from Akufo-Addo. They are liaising with them to siphon the money because may I say Manicho maybe a minister Manicho director na me ni na political party na me
apo
no yaba contract biaba manu a contract that be edebe na obum
no me point is say even if ya jai say ya ma ban appoint no kra krono tuntwa but the basic point and say we should panic wrongdoers
opo dipa no wo mu
e be reduce you ka say state e aban appoint here e betima ate so but krom ha boni wa ha but you punish wrongdoers.
It is say obi onu ewies Canada abbo party no office obet match no. Say come to match omo dia that will be the best way.
Manucho Mvaga Kranka on move on. Nana Akomea then linking it to Captain Smart audio no because Nana Akomea was talking with regards to the Auditor General report Ghana Ace Commission lose $20 million.
The 2 million by
I think it's interesting.
Scan by no masa be Joe Made. Amzo na say Ghana credit scale brema. There is somebody ya mumvanya munya. Oh mufamra na ebi mu hia ebi are Rwanda for the ombe use nti mufamra. Na omasa jiska no. Nana Akomea was very sad. Say na uti issue ni bia. Na na raho.
I know.
No kasa o man ben ye chichiri.
Yes.
And obi keta asehye ni sika wa wia no. Enye de wa wia no nko ho. Nka o man ne mfa so a ye san nya sika ye de be che we nye loan grant
yes
yeah the cha wuntua $20 million
yes.
because more disika muntimi panishe ampa 8 commission me on say ade by Ministry of Finance and Health omo your West
corporates yeah
so into health and so na sika we so under 8 commission Ministry of Health into sika no mfa ya ade mere
yes I think that we take Captain Smart then I said that was the data analysis in a way, the Akomea and near recommendations, because at the end of the day, he gave a trajectory. Say, Sika ye did from NDC time.
I increase.
Yeah, increase him. He was giving. I wanted to even get 2018, maybe a 10 billion at 2019, 10.9. Now it's virtually no.
This year 2020, you know. 2021.
I said 12.8 billion.
Exactly. We're going up. It is increasing. It is appreciating and increasing at the same time. Exactly. And that's when Akomea puts it that it's because you are not punishing where it matters most. So people are emboldened to do some of these things. Say, with leadership, or be making sure say you'll be taken through the proper court system. When to improve what you did with the money, you'll be put in jail, whether you are in my government or not in my government. People will sit in offices and on tenterhooks. That every deal or connection will be looked at very well. Sometimes gonna be doing a connection. Every document will be looked at very well. But it looks like Sisiano at the end of the day, oh, Kwame and then oh my apparently I mean yes it dents the government. The government must be seen as a clean white sheet. Until people know
and are you trying to talk about what Captain Smart said? He said more party no buying now money the end suffer.
That is the problem you have.
That's
that is exactly what they are doing.
Yeah.
All parties which have gone through the system.
Mama BBMP say MPP for this can any munko so
because winner takes all. Where some to understand that people are fighting for union government near there, so be experts who are using be say now your system way there. Sometimes we see pictures of people who are not in power. Now see more power. You look at them and you know why they don't want to leave the power. Obia photographic mannequin kind and no chemo the V8 one wiper less than 4 years. What would him say? All other things being equal, saying your politics, he will not get there. Sometimes she will be truthful with ourselves. When he said, he doesn't want to leave. So he will do everything within his purview and permit to really steal from the country. So I think that is when Akomea is hitting hard there. Say, a successive government, one of the ways to eradicate poverty and make the country at least reduce corruption is to punish. But it looks like no president or no government has that impetus, that balls to really punish. I think Captain Smart gave the numbers that Sika billion. You any akobo busianki to near the Bible some little break somewhere and be clapping for them. But because this is unique classroom block near Bon say mom.
No, but the point
a lot of money goes down the drain.
6 units unra choose say na me ne person me boni dey and you Ghana.
Yeah.
Or yeah omo ye adwuma wa ministries ni.
Yes.
Omo share project so no catch them say opo the problem we have ni say you try infant said Chikum primary school.
Yeah.
You see you try 20 million Ghana cedis see infancy a dynank sankasika idbc no emedu ho no na ka bet say 5 million kwa no monya.
I agree the bureaucracy
office bi e be fa bi so omunya bidi
exactly say na Ghana tie ntia obi kra advices and ka odi nyama akọ Ghana ha na wetua wo port charges into nobody should pay money because they could do on na sika wo tua through the channels and because when tua the thing would move. It's been made very bureaucratic that you only graze a person's palm for him to pick your documents.
Let's move on.
Into that we should punish. I mean the government should be.
So you agree na Akomea say senka ye punish ya anka ye bewo what we of term as positive cycle.
Oh yes.
But because ye punishing ti or say now it's a negative cycle.
Yeah. Exactly. That is what is happening
because a positive cycle or and can no be correcting.
Obia ye bibi abehwemu ye no aye meme ye na twa when you say we da jail for 2 years because of one being in ahwe in this couple.
And even those the very few that we are able to jail, we pardon them.
Oh yes.
We pardon them because we are body no them 4 years or better but obi tigana sika manipewu they say oh this can you see na mo can say menim say what say Kalusha mumu ba ko mention about say sika no apart from say yen lusus cano one first can anko dey so dey meaning say mumu ba said something of this so say you didn't use the money for the purpose for which it was used.
Yeah, I think I said it.
Yeah, you said that. Rwanda president no okay ne audio na me boy and the minister.
Yes.
The minister now also this $600,000 to coin no.
Yes.
Was saying amount for yare that time no the minister has
somebody has died.
Has refunded the money, but somebody died because they needed that money to save a life. The money wasn't there, and for that matter, he's going to jail.
Exactly.
Even though the minister has refunded the money.
That is what we call proper leadership, due diligence. 1 year no, because until we see people are having your markings, honorable, we should put it to rest. I get so furious. But unfortunately, it's a global village. We are come from culturally respect our leaders. Or can say we Jim Cross say yes, sir. Why do you say that?
Also, people, the argument they put up, oh, time no, na mera ben na ho chire no na ye bad situation na ye wom no. I'll take his decision no. Yenya analysis. Name say it's a Ghana. Vaso be bas contract na then yan terminative.
Exactly.
Ye terminative the vaccine scam. Meanwhile, Sanke take a week or 2 or a month even longer to do it. Anka a check a crack by this time Ghana for your vaccines.
You'd have saved 49er. You'd have saved 49.
So rushing through and not thinking properly.
Yes.
Rather ended up causing Ghana for more troubles. Because all rushing and failing to follow procedure to get the vaccines in, the vaccines couldn't even come. And then we ended up going to overpay. We could have used that money to do other things.
19 crowd because at the end of the extra price cry $10 on one until the go be now or 20,000 times $19.
Anyway, you move on and share other issues quickly. But before that, let me bring our viewers and listeners involved. Mami Abasi, already people suffering and living with HIV/AIDS are being stigmatized, which is not allowing them to live their full potential. Now, something that helps them to survive, too, greedy politicians are making it go away. I want to go to Tahiti. Why? I am tired of this country. Mami Abba, uko Tahiti. One nation time for no. Uko Tahiti diane Abraha. Scott Safosi, Scott sends a message and I read, "Good morning, guys. Thanks for destroying my day. Akufo-Addo and his henchmen will not do anything to curb corruption because they are involved. Baumia is trying hard to make all these ministries digital, but not fast enough. Why is Iyoko and BNI not doing their duty to follow the yearly Auditor General's report? Sure, the security agencies are not being aggressive. The security agencies are not being aggressive and the media is not doing a good job. Why is the media silent?" That is a good question. And Kasa Auditor General report we a radio station because the essence of your friend politician, where your friend minister, where your friend way the development of the country. At the end of the day, Sika, you see, I refuse mining. Sika not being used for the purpose for which it was assigned. Yeah. The media is silent. Of course. And that is what the question Scott Safo is asking.
The few good ones have been put in boxes.
I salute Captain Smart on this. Senka Oba, if this is the first time Uncle coming can was him. But Captain Smart is one journalist I have followed. Or the auditor on one kasankasa to me, time easily accessible. No, to me, continuously in your copy.
But that's the job. With some investigative.
And the media is silent. Yeah. And now Kwame, a senior journalist, I can't Kakran and Akomea Kotana so Eka Kakre is gone. No other station picks that up. And this Saudi week Ukrumha and a buyer, you go to Fox, the same story. Or mobile and repetitive side. This is Okra to me. Into another force amount for God, there be a need the screen. Into why you resign. But Ghana, the question Scott Safo is asking is, why is the media silent? Why are we not talking about it? Don't we want the welfare of the people? Her AIDS Commission, Sika, Mamia ba message or the bay. Say, Omo AIDS, Ghana imu here, stigmatization cry is high. Shaha Magic Johnson. But the Jumatini TV so. But Ghana, Sabi, my uncle's away HIV positive, said Juma Krebemo Biaya.
Yes,
I'm telling you. Kwesi Opo, Ghana will never develop. It's a case. Kwesi anya case nyame be why? Also most of the journalists can't read you. Why? Was a journalist no be bring to me kind no mun to me. Could you attribute that to why they are not getting into such investigative and finance reports?
I agree. You see, when a very technical, some are technical and some require a bit of high intellectual way. No, some can just speak. I mean, you go there and they'll tell you are denigrating or trying to make them look like some very haberdashery. But the substance, because you have to read, digest, understand, and bring it to the doorstep of the ordinary Ghanaian and the semi-literate Ghanaian on Tiasie. And how many of them have? Sometimes it's a dossier, 400-page document. I mean,
Krumhano. You see, that's why their media is so efficient.
Yes. experts in various fields.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Don Lemon Betnasonos on finance expert.
He will bring
some more finance expert.
Yes.
And no more financial analyst. Into Hausha, CNN, or financial analyst, or economic analyst, or legal analyst, or BBA or
medicine.
Even the lead presenter before I will call Eno, their own TRCBiano, the technicalities has been broken down into simple terms for you. What I say? Eti your analysis then you put the expert on there to break it down.
But that's not what you do in Ghana. Archaeology to zoology, from civil engineering to chemistry to finance, and these I use them as an example because they are the senior journals, so they've been through time. You see every topic the same people.
No, but
I sit back and I'm like, no, okay, they're saying
Auditor General. If you were going to do the report now, I won't say, but report I read there. Almost throw the Bible in simple English terms.
No, but like I said, Captain Smart will still take it and break it
down.
But how many of them?
Captain Smart can break it down. Why can't Kwame Sefa can do it? Why can't Obi? So be right. Why can't you do? Why can't Kwame Nkrumah do it? Why can't all the other big time morning show hosts Kwame agree? They can do it.
I was even looking at those who say to digest the issues after I can't really idea. But I understand where you're coming from. That they choose their white spots. That editor general. Interested in the other side.
Omo be digesting there won now set your agenda
exactly
radio station on how do topics now and am issues am be kasa afa ho nti that's why I'm going after the big fishes. Because so many producers na set the agenda better na say na pick the topics we want to talk about. There are million topics a day but you share the feel say a boy mind be push your mind and find the right things.
You see, I've listened to Captain Smart talking about the fact that before he was sacked from Angel FM, a meeting went on a coffee shop. Omka said he's becoming too powerful. You have to nip him in the bud. I mean, it was deep. Any coffee shop, you know people who make it. And some of us are closer to friends. I'm winning a chance to go in there, and they'll tell you what happens in there. It's a young journal. Either you join or you become an anti. So people felt he was being powerful. He was hitting the government too hard. Then they found a way to strike him. First, let's attack your boss. Your boss who said won't him. Then he sacked you. Another person found. We are hearing who owns Onya FM. The person is an anti-government. That's why he's happy with Captain Smart's output in there. But at the end of the day, those things are meant to derail us. In some no canon, are they the reality?
Anti-government, semno. So I don't want to hear. No, seriously.
I get you. But
time I was on the cat was a time I President Muhammad. It was same thing. NDC thought say,
yes.
Paul D'Souza crowd. I wasn't dealing with him so much during that time. Communications. I took Sam.
Yes.
No more. You don't know. No, just a bit more.
I get you. I hear he's in Ghana. No, I know be a catcher say has said the other team because at the end of the day you have other sources of income near there. But Ghana, my journalist, into Makodo Accra, we are young. We are smart.
Their mission is say, okay, say anti-government. Okay, you can say that. Fine. I don't take that thing away. But me share substance. Asema nipane kano. Etisa anasentisa ewunyina so ana enyina so ewum anase nim or ye anti you or ye pro. We look at the substance of the issue.
Exactly.
And yes say or ye anti na the obeka be anti but is what he's saying not true even if he's an anti?
Yeah.
Is the Auditor General report not speaking to that effect that money worth 12.8 billion has been consumed, unaccounted for, not used for the purpose for which it was assigned? It is true. It is a anti-neka document if you anti-honey and Captain Smart did a very beautiful narration. Said Domelevo got kicked out because Mahama lose elections, and no appointing. So the government felt uncomfortable. Say Mahama might have appointed Domelevo for a purpose. It never better say, oh, ome nuku. Tisane tedia yin free ho. Na fire diamra. But he said this Auditor General tried as much as he could. Say go better so. But he won't me. Was to get it out there.
Yeah.
Inti we so free anti document no Auditor General na do pam the Domelevo no ordination no ono so anti.
I agree with you. But say Ghana na tag and hang. What target bakra no hang no.
Was na the messages in here.
Exactly.
But Ghanaians are becoming more vigilant.
We hope
and more wiser.
We hope so because if a president says I'm using a NAS, I will use a NAS principle. Then becomes so an NAS in him. Hey, hey, shut up. A NAS principle is very good. Nobody should touch him. But it looks like, hey, what principle no there? If you're working, what did you do? You make sure that Manasi, Fort Saga, Jida, say. But si no koye bia militia na tefa super hey Now we say your time media, you will make sure that it will not work. So I mean, those are some of the little things that really happens in the system.
Yan trust Kaluya time no. As I
I'm saying Ghana.
No. See, Kwesi Ofori. Still in relation. Kwesi Ofori.
I know maybe it's a chipin.
No me person all link to ACP the same.
Oh, Ghana media polarization anyhow. What I say?
Anyhow.
Anyhow, because
what is media polarization?
Polarization is like the aspects of various normal say accounting or Rebecca. Oh, we are because Nipa Bako.
No, can media polarization? I try the multiplicity of media. I know yet say maybe you are using the wrong term to describe something you want to describe.
What I want to say,
yeah.
Ghana, no, every individual be about a show be asubiano. Issue bar is a respect. What I say, and no, I say man polarization. Polarization say you should have a breakdown of various individuals. Say in Kababetan we nanke yabai a first Manichu civil engineer. Now issue about Manichu can talk about from head to toe civil engineer. Maybe I must be a economist. You buy economist, but in your bar. Manicho back civil engineer, Mr. Back economist, yeah, because I have vocal, I know identity. Issues seen by a Paseka, but we are not the expertise in that level, no, and then high. You can be able to get those individuals now. Or more in their various issues. No,
but listen. No, but individuals are more in the now because I know media polarization. Auditor General Babonting. What should individuals even say? We need law enforcers to take action.
Now you can't always call them asking you from no much more expert opinion. The rest they discuss. They don't do it.
No, you don't do the expert ones.
Yes.
They will try to know everything. Paul Diso says, Opope, your explanation about how you determine topics to be discussed. What benefit does Akufo-Addo's disgraceful comment going to help develop Ghana? Oh, we are saying. Alan Chairmanship. Baumia, Omuko Yasina, Omuko Alan Martina, yeah, Canada, and the one can say,
benefit Ghana.
This is a political talk show.
We talk everything, which is news. We discuss it.
Heat up, confrontations are part of the show. And no cry the money get down.
Exactly.
And they no bring a spicy up. Akufo-Addo only Johnson Asiedu Nketia, Ejna boxing ring ma, any news.
Crampers, I'm stop away, mom. Better boxing ring, mom. Because such a fight will be interesting. I said in Nketia, he picks fights that he can't. Very interesting.
So people throw stones while they are in a glass house, but they don't want us to throw similar stones at them. I hear.
I can come from only one person.
Paul Diso. Let's get on quickly. Now, Yanshe, on the man to me, Yanshe, Yanshe Akufo-Addo, Aputorr.
Police for dinner.
ACP. Okay, ACP, quickly.
Opo, Kwesi Ofori akasapa ama meni aje.
Yeah, wasi police for no
rebranding.
Yeah.
Na baby o kasa me to makuma mu say the first na kwa na organ na say MTTU. Oh, so why na MMTD.
Yeah.
MMTD.
Department na unit.
Yeah, unit.
But na research o.
Me so my department make want it.
MTTD.
First na MTTU no
so we organ na MTTU.
That's what you want to.
Samo ko ukro mu. Na we be
10 years. We are 10 years.
10 years to come. Mo fa me say ya. Me say me nya me
baby fa ko swani bi fi.
Baba me kwan. Me
no time.
Me nya me 10 years.
Now we do time now. We do calendar now. We do calendar now.
We can't be me can't so be masem chi obi. Mama me ka masem. Okay. Opo oka asem bi na asem no be mani chi opa say the MTT for no should not abuse their authorities. And that is very, very important. No man ko jeja kwa ho no. Say some ko check cars because e ba ko jeja kwa no nti. Na mo yusu mo matade tutu na mo the siphon money from the drivers na mo ko no. Na no ma say mo check ma accident bebrebe e wo kwan no so. No bo say o kasa asem we a na nka me dem of the view say nka Ghana nka umetuma nya yi nka omo rebandi omo de nka menya body cameras that would be a step in the right direction. What I say wo ko jenja kwa on check it so check na so disk bia body camera no a capture no na so eno so board and say
you need to get Ghana inducer
say omo be nye ska be to computer ko ya body cameras omo tum
time omo introduce body cameras no cra sit no cra reject cost I dey ban enye easy say Ghana no say no mebo one step mo pese fiti preko pepo yesi amoja beba we have to bring discipline into the service number 1 and sana kakra ya resource because cars kromo ni bi
MTTD na make MTTD make e say ono say ombe come down e kwame na mechanism no ombe use e dey
you think he doesn't have and they are just
okay no on onyame ehwe on onyame ba nya sada nka me suggestion say nka omunya expert IT special expert and za body cameras no normal sankofo we mo swe IT fo no kwa no omo ha adwere omo swe to the constitution is say omo nyaka na nabia because ebia
fines we na constitution swear in Ghana for yebu auditor general report omo CEOs ni na yen swear omo in all the CEOs are sworn in
of course
ministers are all sworn in
but a law enforcer now when you go contrary to Yina and then I need to I am going to forever. It's what I was saying is assembly will come also very bad on those kind of stuff. Positive signs are coming up.
And Jamaica say in Cheska under oath. So near Cheska.
Positive signs are coming out from friends saying police force no say or no that directed maybe or no social no or no babo modiana be to me akonkan except in that direction we just want to see some of these things but the other can say or then no account but put something into practice but
I think this police team mobile science are so we have to encourage
police force go many massive baby no MTTD for no am ko jeja kwa won jeje ska no no crack can be na Ghana police force no need that recognition no need that respect no it is so aka dia ye hwere de ni hwe he no esa dia nka mo kan cha abai no na o say police yi force yi na ka o ko jeja kwa won so mo ko jiska de at least nka mo pe sa a body camera no mo ko jeja kwa won to help them in a very
manu fakakra bi kan na start na ehwe kokoi do ni Johnson Asiedu Nketia dia no along we know papa no say omo the Afro Barometer or say Afro Barometer Alebu Police Service as the most corrupt institution
in Ghana.
I say Afro Barometer reported by no say Ghana institutions ni na
they put them on the same under scrutiny.
Say police for power
no
most corrupt,
and that is the problem. The country with a very good police system is the first towards discipline because bakroma which is why police ACP Kwesi Ofori say corrupt officers will be smoked out or see they're embarking on non-stop exercise. Now or the warning at the all departments, especially baby ani ekano MTTD because of sure motor and traffic
free wa no aba CID hot for
exactly
a lot of people what you be man because say uchi obi na fe wasan gini pakro huska no dey tell you see a whole lot
he has the list one MTTD two CID
and you say yes,
I think it's a call in the right direction. I mean, it's ACP I think just like you say, Afro Barometer institutions
also shape the image of the police.
You see, my joy is that they are the first line to know that there's a problem. First, no munjintum. So we do self-actualization, and then there's a first step towards maybe something positive coming out. Because like I said, they are corrupt and not more try to defend or make it look like people give them that negative imaging, but because the truth is that Afro Barometer put GES into perspective.
All the institutions
57%, which is huge, more than 50%. You were appointed as the most corrupt institution.
So how do we fix our attitudes if I can bribe the policeman?
Exactly. Chrome has said they be a police will be one state trooper now in crash. On count or son light input the and I can will be down. That is how well they build their system because you can't easily influence them. Obiachi will be crying not say you are beautiful. If you leave me, I'll give you my sister. Uncle Fred backup. It's happening in Virginia. See Uncle Fred backup. Why you are trying to bribe me? Or any dia grown ultra receipt amount for speed, that is how well they've trained themselves. And like we can major to Nisanka, yan random, a brim share way body cameras, yan fan to Tumumpo, and keep being semi coso. Ye 1,000 be an 5 pay. But you don't know who has a body camera near the anchor to now want to mission you as a police officer. You will be getting people.
Because I too MTTD no
mo
no need them. What's in Nipa 5? Somebody camera and capture me.
Exactly.
Me action. Into me no man bang
sometimes share me person share driver no driver trying to bribe no if you bribe an officer is okay on offense
20 and they above 5 into 5 no on be gina kwan no stop ka mo gya na wako bi foforo camera man ho they will always find a way sometimes we be gina kwan ni mu a the original no original we kura no wa gya wa mo bi no say foforo no say into I think self-recognized discipline
should be the first line.
Yes, the first line.
You see, because you cannot trust anybody. You see, at the end of the day, let me say, police chewa, your obia or motivate you, obia or chat, obia you say.
So you bet me,
we have loco or no grana just be
job. You bet me, I'm obia be dianke.
Exactly.
By 20, 30, near my 5
for internet Wi-Fi cry problem in Ghana. I mean, you see, Chrome had the idea bomb your Wi-Fi.
I think what the MTT, the police officer now, Kwesi Ofori, so is serious. I think one they can use the drivers.
Yeah, they can use even mystery shoppers now, the mystery drivers now there because me say no
videoing and
me say I don't question another two from Accra.
For now they can use drivers because
and now even as a passengers no.
People from mystery drivers say you be share discuss drive
solutions now more ascribed na long term. Come on, and just like you said, equipment, no internet,
no, you see, sometimes social media gurus no can social media can do it. Go for obi at a on picture. Now mo man number bi. Man number bi now mo send those pictures say videos no. And that will be another option. Until somebody body camera. That would be a good so metia. I could see for betia. Or you amount for Otia, you know, say, please leave here.
Mr. My problem is a two-way. Ghana, your problem says sometimes we try to hate on the police, but Nipa not so a problem because Fanso be here, or be work for way overhead Nasi. Now, entertain Nasi, then Ghanaians go to buy. It's the to mean discipline, say, baby, ought crying, gentlemen, but
my point is saying, police phone, we so much now.
Oh, yeah, I get you, but
police need police phone be crowd could for phone be
police in our Jackwan will be a mistake here, I'll be maniska one gin. Yeah, but you two no do, you see, Ghanaians, you are funny.
But that's professional.
You are very, very funny. Yeah, somebody, you are telling me a beautiful story about Obiachi Obia. Uncle Wagana was you Yenjana or a sports journalist Yenjana. The police officer said no, he should go to court. He has an expired license. Up till now, I'm sure that
my boss now.
Exactly, and the judge will not find peace with that man. Or punish him back say, oh, so I wait the judge. I said no. You expired license in the judge, Mr. Judge. Person will find no. The judge will not be happy with the police officer. Next time, not some code in okay. So you see, the whole system is so corrupt that a genuine police officer might even lose his job or be taken to a village because he felt that
now it's coming from the top.
Yes, and because some of your problems in the country, virtually no top in the say no, it's good. You see, the idea is, I mean, then some say the problem is the police. Say everybody by the roadside is only making money. There's no one or two.
Barometer, so the most corrupt number.
And I agree. GES, another corrupt institution, I say a show, Obiti Jessica, but on the village order. And
now, make kind of story be a teacher, maybe a so called Togo near the Cofania beton. Imagine, Bano, my head teacher, and your man. Imagine the school Montana. So a GP Marco school man, nanny teacher, Nico Togo Cofania. Okay, young kind messages. Oppo ACP is just talking. Trust you'll be discussing the same talk next year and the year after. The police solutions is changing the entire. I said that the police solution is changing the entire Article 200 of the old which 1992 Constitution. They don't need body cameras now. Paul Disoso moment and okay. Kwesi Usu na the buy. Come the
Kwesi go that one.
But Paul Usu the about the jai. Yeah. Okay, Kwesi Usu, that is a very laudable idea. Paul Disoso say ACP Kwesi Ofori should purge himself from corruption and biases before he tried to fight the corruption in the police administration. Master Kwesi Ofori is an NPP police officer who is abusing his office, using his connection. What is he talking about? Talk is cheaper.
Akwano MP no obi nim so MPDC police officer. He was secretary to the IGP. So he declares the Kwakostan. So MP. I mean, life there they can have their professionalism is what to fight for.
Policy position about near the Ama was Ghana. So NDC.
Exactly, but you change you. You are an expert.
Professionalism.
Exactly,
it's professionalism.
You are an expert working hard in America.
My name is Nana K. Dear Mr. President, this is our note from Goma West to you. That the DCE of Goma West in the person of Honorable Bismarck Beisi Nkum isn't working at all. We the people of that vicinity are really suffering. We don't even want this particular person. The town is dying. Oh God, come to our aid. Obiye Canada. Iti Kruben on wasi Krune Gumwa Gomwa, right? Gomwa West. That's how your area.
Yeah, by way after winning by whatever.
Yeah, and so me making sure says this text message gets to Nanado. I'm saying Gomwa West and DC, you know. I'm pen on Yejumaye and the Gomwa West in Kofo, the city, the town is dying, is suffering. No, a friend of Mr. Integrity. But ordinary Nana K.
This is the second time. I only did it.
I see Nidin Nana K. But the Facebook name, Mr. Integrity. No. I
want the DC's name. It tells the
Honorable Bismarck. Me boy want it. Honorable Bismarck Basi Income.
Basi Abada.
What the Abada?
Saying this.
Yeah, he keeps saying it.
I don't want to watch his
or Boho.
Yeah.
So on pet basis.
Yeah, exactly. You see, government in Christ so uses some of these things, and the influx of social media and then you can't. Then you go and investigate. If it is true, you take the person up. I agree, Ghana's one. Maybe amend the
1992 Constitution NDC to Akufo-Addo. You have absolutely no respect for law. ASEPA boss slams Nanado, and Nanado can say a friend is saying calls for the Chief Justice to be removed near unwarranted, unmeritorious, and ASEPA boss are blasting Nanado say what we lawyer need ye senka or respect onya ibuo de mamrano nya adwuma mamrano kase onye hwea na ye jano now president no be kase unwarranted unmeritorious there na we see omo be ye adwuma no kwan because what can bu asem no ansa na hwehwemu no kure koso no ne ASEPA boss asema ono so di tudwa and also edie eno no Aputorr.
Yeah, I think there's no time to ever running quick near there. I mean, Anyidoho, hearing that Johnson Asiedu Nketia is eyeing the chairmanship seat on seat way. What was the trying to I've seen. One thing problem I have with Kwaku now is that it seems he has a personal vendetta. He's so hurt with Johnson Asiedu Nketia and it's affecting some of these things. Intolerant
infants who are intolerant.
Yes,
they are full of hate.
Yes,
and almost I also use another word.
I think it's similar to what Roland said. Babies with sharp teeth. That they don't. I think what I agree with him is that the intolerance is getting too much. The dissident, they don't accept dissenting views. I mean, it's a party in the building. It's democracy. I mean, Paul and Co will be like, no. I mean, when they are dissenting, you should kick them out because. But Nipan now the party. No. Owns a whole constituency.
The NDC has never been a myopic entity.
Yes,
the NDC is a congress made up of solid minds from all sides of our political traditions. So how come we are now breeding infants who are one, intolerant, hate, insults? The NDC belongs to a unique traditions. Let's go back to our roots. To our NDC, my yira baby omufre.
But I disagree of this and Kwalani are intolerant. Like I said, then Kwalani did the attempt near the empire. But because some of this punishment is coming from the top. You are talking about astute men who decided to punish you. Ken Jirasa, way for some person for himself. There is Asiedu Nketia. So where lies the case? Is it the Samia J's Broja Jemfi's na DNA? Sami Jemfi and Koyo exactly. No deal. They are lighter weights as far as you are concerned because we are rising.
Maybe he's talking in terms of general perspective.
Yeah, but which is not good. I see to that part. I mean, influx of social media and put the airways, Ghana quiet and insulting. I'm someone who is blatant, but sometimes it's unwarranted. You don't go insulting because you think that you have access to a microphone or not. People old enough to be your own dad and uncles now with the deal matem. That one there is not good. But the intolerance is not the problem your way. It's with leadership.
Johnson Asiedu Nketia, we're not getting along because it seems there seems to be a big beef between them.
Yes, it looks like they've been hiding
to the point of using Aputorr on your former boss.
Yes, and interesting. Only so I said 2012 time or Costa 2014.
I said Asiedu Nketia can say no be for chairman.
Yeah,
no for secretary.
No. On nearly down. No, say that time Pono Kaso call for challenging Asiedu Nketia nearly down before him. No Kaso or than ASEPA sonko. That was in 2014. And see, they had that camaraderie going on. Now we see last one no lose you know. Yes.
I said Asiedu Nketia can say unko bi.
Exactly.
And then Okoye and Asiedu Nketia sign file. So maybe that brought the
bad blood. Maybe it answers 99% of the elections on our page. Yeah, I think a lot happened there that is not happy with. I mean, I remember saying I didn't crack or some
acceptance speech.
A lot happened at their Congress. If they'll be truthful with themselves, they need to solve some of these things because and then the bad we ban because local contest that you know you win, lose or if there's a drop but you win or you lose. But let people lose fairly so that they will rally behind whoever won. But it looks like a perennial there is a sink of vote too much. But I think for Koku and Anyidoho, for everything, if you're still a member of NDC, you should find a way to address your grievances. But all this
hey, yeah, you know, you say 72 hours
exactly. We are waiting for his court, but
yeah.
So I still price himself.
Asiedu Nketia made a big mistake
by trying to
train Yama 72 hours train.
But I train 22 hours in a trim that. He's talking too much.
Quickly before I go to Manu Kalusha, let me focus now. Why is Paul saying Anyidoho is vindictive, he's intolerant, he's disgraceful? Is it because
it's the general session of the party now say they think that
if you touch any of our executives and you are outside now, we have to come after you?
Exactly. Now, besides, I'm just so he parades himself as a member because only let it be and it was not dealt with fairly. I think you should do the right thing. If there can be another channel, open it up and have that beautiful discussion rather than doing this because and it's rather hurting the party. Well, you want to meet radio, want to meet FM.
Yeah, want to meet FM.
It's eventually, you know, he is now being cowed. I'm not using, and it's a certain. You can't say you will not mind him because he's a former deputy secretary. He's been close, more of a chief of staff to at one point in the administration. So this is somebody who is not a small fish like me sitting here. So you need to really address some of the things that he's saying.
Okay.
But I think to use those adjectives around
rather vindictive, it
doesn't change anything.
And all that.
The way you dealt with him, I mean, if anything, can
somebody also say Kwaku is bitter? That's why he's doing that.
Oh, but Nipa the head of bitter. I mean, the bitterness in there.
But Ufu said the bitterness doesn't mean say Nyamana or can
the bitterness doesn't mean NDC shouldn't do the right thing. Okay. The right thing being me crabbing him if you were Yarifa, which I'm said this Koku's house. Moment to me and letter now come in WhatsApp and idea it's never received. Okay. Who will be bold to say that I'm the letter and come out Koku? I mean, the person should come out. That's what they said.
Kalu, quick one.
This got to do with I'm saying on Lotte Jacobs. Some more can't send me. Night was on favor of the ruling government. And I said, "Buha Ikobai." And I said, "Because I'm more what can I say? Hey, me go say this in the sea. Oh, now there are some things going in the NDC here. They have to make sure, say, I mean, or a part of the party. No, why you money crana? Or not a bunya letter. Mon friend, no one can say. Na say na dia no mbeya. Na ma for masakino. Na mo de mo ko social media na mo model letters say ko mema dia. I mean, it's not good. It's not good because if it is a party on person really back to come to power.
Is that why Kwaku is also firing from all angles?
Yeah, so say what do baby kwan or so what needed down adanasi. Na another time what say betray no. Ukoko betray ni pakona na saying to money na obviously the becho. On fan cho. The buyer now no person shede on one personal offense on one kasa no more than say party no. That's what he's doing now. And he said this form person more power. You have to come to bring them together.
So why don't we do this by taking that constitutional amendment story to tomorrow?
Yes.
Is that fair? Yeah. Because that story is very broad. You best start with that so we can have enough time to digest. Okay. With that said, there's Dr. Kwame Amponsa, any Venom Women's Health Services, any Rashida Financial Services, any Danko African Market and Wholesale, and Afiasidani Biko Edi Ama KM Ralph Roofing. Name ye be phone lines na fire call CD. Edi Asadaka say Emma Ajuwe friends are not trading, any are not cold store 58 Hamilton Street. Rabedu Dwa, Betonam, African food, which you chow nam in amount, and Nambia Pibia Subinya Bioho. Pompano fish benyabio anochi trading 54 Hamilton Street in 58 ya dia sadaka senso ema nabia barbering salon ube yuti no anima down na wife bra na nccu na bibia nkonkan ya ne open yes ama store no ne bo nabia be you na wife fefe and sadaka se pa echo edi ama Gold Coast Catering Services, a taste of excellence, 8 Blackstone River Road and a away aboy ya pon Anopa Bosuo team na ye de ani kire Gold Coast Catering Services Kalusha and our sponsor o se no grill chicken bi okowe no ono kwantimi nwunyae je de on me manucho and ono any producer for the show ye Gold Coast.
Thank you very much.
Ne akodidi ti wa pese ohun yin na Anopa Bosuo team no shai Gold Coast but they say eat in nyanya adwuma drive through yebe one yentem no one to a parking lot wa yebe fa drive through near ko. Okay, to Gold Coast Catering Services, I see a taste of excellence. Yanko phone lines so number 38. I think that should be Africa President or 38 ya hwan. Hello. Me back to number 38 hwan Africa president ana. Okay, on your ready on your ready daddy boot yanko.
Yo, international, say on here there.
Eradi adum ba jo me ho ya.
Yo, yana ya na international mo abaso. Ya for adani da nyina mo kwa e me party afonya efre. Ugosunya 18 ma market wa daddy boot fashion ma bi mu den. Me chia Ghana for ma omo mu promo nyina na MPP for ma. Ene TF mu di ma chi nyina. International COVID to say COVID to say ASEPA. Omo ya mama di omo ya papa. Omo ya mama di omo ya. E dey say obi kwa du a wo si ye na di. Mimi nim de abeto bi mu the sam o my Ghana. We ya na ye na di. We ya yi na di. Aya na me ntiase o. Babi a mo di asem ko ye. Omo mpa yin say ne me nko na me hwehwe. Babi e say bi ko nyina me de ko. Ye hwehwe mu no. Ye hu ko adu bia ebo nipa no. O say ya de call let that don't say you nipa na di yi na. Na o say tiri ne ma bi won Ghana bra wa ya na me amentiase. Me tiase ti se ko try to say ASEPA for. Ni muni ni ma se bi amuti. Ade na mo amu say muni ari bi amu pa asem ne nkokot. Na amu jina o ebe to say am bia we am to no. Enye fe this time na the democracy na abo Ghana no. Yemfa nya juma papa do bia pe no ye obia kokoso asem mlanka say e wo manim ni de ye de mlana to ntai na ya na ye right mitimika freedom of speech mitimika de me pe enye sa asemu ya wo ASEPA maku kese te semo wo twu man se ye ni obi adi no wo ka ji na se wo boss ya wo wi na me de beto so say wo jiji misika if ya juma ni wadi a eno ni se ni wadi wo mu nya bi mu ye na nya fe ye ni bra kepesi ashiso man Ghana si wono omoni sa Captain Smart ni bi ono so ye won chen no omo na eble Captain Smart no because me nim no party wo Ghana ya see pempun to face the country for na mu yemfie for my dey wonim dia afide kesi ekuta wa juma e ka kire kwaye wo de bia ni party na wo won kire solution bia na bia wo de enye wo manum a ebe se wo man dia ube pe solution meja ati anokwa no onfa mada ube tell TV say na watu ayampia na wasoreko obira ni uni asimti no akeka biko na meka ka mi divi ni papa Anyidoho me seno me dey come in kwa contract because they say in this na tell the former president Mahama ni India
kwaje bogu jina so Usha money subambia former president ni Asiedu Nketia mo aye na akata mo de party na che papa no dan kanye sa international Ghana ba ko temu president awajina ya to abati anu pa eye numguase aw Africa numguase pa president ya to abati yawo bi na former president so still professor on transfer ni en former onu a de professor opel amamu olum no oyenyae why WORCESTER why you class captain why you assemblyman unit committee chairman what the vice president what the president think I want to nim je chewuri na wo tima wo de officer for my Ghana ncha me sre you okay yeah that's that will be time so thank you
also so musa no mutima de no me na no bra no mo for mo ndi 2024 no
obi can be
be come manual tum amo ma wo ampa and you know I the proper PNP for mu party nim
thank you that's it the batch one number 38 no say the ultimate can already ready at so this a message jump on you
me da se bebre opo mi ayi mo say na o ti wonti mi kana mi kasa pa to mi ni
African president yanko
ma memo ma basu mo pam de na mi chaka mi ko jawo bi o bia pa yefo si yes ye yi kwan na nka odan a o so kwan mu tene and that the Captain Smart mu nim do oye mo di Captain Smart atam o po 2016 adia Captain Smart di o ma panyin ndra man amma ene 24 na mo mo samano e pa je asina agongongo and that the mean you say o mo hu do oye o mo di na atam nko so di na atam na anokwe no so wo ka no emi nia nso mo ka say e say nko se mi na o mo nim do mi chief justice no nipa na odi so bo no say onye nipa ketewa but lawyer kase o Ghana ha obi anim no say the not of things o see aso no wa fifim na nya na kura a lawyer no mo fa no court mo ko fe tumra na mara ne 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 say ampa nya na kura Nito dia some tools no. What am I evidence about? Now what demand for man for evidence about what see anya na kura. There is who there who da won gina so ahun say ade nya na kura. There asamba da won gina so say anya na kura. But enta na kura nje ya ho. Enche say say ade no si wo pass nipa de na wa ya twinke memu e obi dia no pese made nendi. Kwa mi do ho. Yes, kontra nche. Sebi ni ka no nche. O so o ma panyu mama. Pardon wajia party wajia bosu. Yes, wajia bosu. Yeah.
Okay, yes, sir, the ACP Africa president. Thank you very much. Ibrahim, so are ready, Ayanko? Onyamini medini ye mejiri za monzo mo ye.
Opona mede ya Moses ya suyani ya nyima. Unuriji. Nchemwa bebi na meshe na me sisi nsoni to wa hapa. Nsona na mrena nke pesen ke to na amba no afede. Ajie na jonia na panyi na awiyanyi na account.
Ya danya biase isori eto ayinhira.
Nsheni de nshira ye nyana pa. Na de dika de eto so ni se mebo wankasa wabaso. Ana kwanya mwaji ma yese iti Ghana hada biya no yanka ya samna Ghana fo ani amanoni fo enti yanka yada mwasi na minche mini Africa president na minche Sunyani West oba ya santua ani na heavy slab bebia wo biya no bebia John Dramani Mahama obema ba wo biya no minche nkomano opo yene biye ye inuma ama ye kakarka okay say MZ ni baba 5 ene contest John Dramani Mahama o ye party mu ye ma obi akwan be ye di agro no hihye so no se wo awi ye ba bi akosi enti ye de ensu obi akwan se oye NDC ni no pe Ghana yi nkwa ade kwakwa ye do so ye Ghana ni ena ono ye NDC ni na nde wo no etu no na wo kizaze a yitinate ba ka chere de ye bi wonna ya wonya kwanya mbaba bejina because oba obaja nungwase ande obi epe obi a ye nungwase aka no krum ha na nado na nya nungwase because osi ome maye free eche maye so free enso no wi abam bra opo na nado no wi abam enti anungwase be na chenwi enti se obi free red was no ninde o kika aya munchini njao no munchena yeko mpanyin fo na mo nanado ekle omuno senda bia mikaje o nanado ntimi mo correction humbai because no edi ni nzami nu nyina na odiki because abronye ka kire se bunu ya kam original minister na o bunu original oye kwonfo okay saka
yeah chireme na okay yeah mekai
ai wato oye kwonfo la o manu so ana o ko man kakarka ya sani bawo ya o ye mampanyini na o claim akwonfo na ono be da aji akwonfo enti de saram bi fon sam bi amu kikana Ghana fon se Ghana utimika waji Ghana democracy na ewu opo democracy na ewu se ni party ni nkasa ne journalist fo nyina gani ejo mwasi se radio se unity radio the whole world obi a tie gren kai se Ghana na mwa o meka se mo nyam program we democracy bene na ketwa bio katin samat anya omufanya no anya one 2020 na no 2020 ono na declare na do wina anya one na declare wina opo anya one na kata oni do ni pa o wini no oni ze so for bi sana say the figure to declare okay they are too cry ketwa bi bye
yeah that's it. Thank you very much yeah that's Ibrahim bravo ache from Worcester to aso am I we are no Lumaiko na ko jobo kusaba
obo me ma ojuma pa o ye woni karisha ne mamicho Captain Smart de na meka kakra fa o de wo ye no eboa be fam ba bi no ye ji chin kakra de ha ye ne se e je se o Captain Smart so asesa o bo obi echi o bo amanfo echi saa nipa no okoje ne yere no a o ma ne wuye no akọ na busuafo akọpa ne chewa na in se Bible Zakeo ka se wa ye born again wasesan na japade no wo chem e de bi me ma wo mo wan yo mbo ne wo mo ojo ma de nyo de ama wo mo ti wasesan ne so wo bo amanfo akidi a na japade ne niema ne amanfo sika ogiye no on fa nkoma wo mo waji wo mo yira mo ma fa ho no on ko pa busuafo ne chew ene ne ye hwehwe on fa no so nka ho ye to so biem se saa eno amete se news no mo ka se saa Burkina cars na ebubu bridge no a wo mo chi wo mo no
yeah
a police for na chika na siwa me de na court so me tue sika bi ene niema a police for so ma twe Ghana highways for say wo mra e me nipa no ene car na nko na wo nko he na sika no so mba di o so mba ye di o ma ya Ghana highways ni wo maduma o ma fred ye to mo ye bia nti nu anu no mo say ene tenu anu ma ntehwe ene wo mba ja tax no ama any driver na mo ma konwe it is so bit ma fane ho yi so am yetia nke so be ye
I think the update will come on the news. Piece of info story omuna initiate omuna kutwa video no yeah you know and me say the way we can enra no definitely there will be an update today on the news after program no de baba me sure
nti the person say other say police for nya ja car police for say the whole Ghana police so munya ba bia omde articulate ni
say sa na nhihye ne tie say ya chika no a offense and nipa na committee no under ministry no na nka omde aba say ministry of transport abeko ho aha abeko ha by we na follow under ministry of highways nti say no mefa na muntumi fa we nyina na ya na ye ka no nti obi fi Burkina
bibu di atem na wie mo di atem na wie nti no an say sika na mo beje no a o pie sika no oh nenu nti police for ntimi nyisika no ntimi nyina enye bibia so mu ja na man disika na ko wa say
no ya so mo nye kwan no say the kwan na mo nye no say minimum road and highway authority for na ba be quantify ehun say sika say na be so we na be say apart from fine yes so mo nye kwan no de omo say no omo de ade bubu ne yes so omo nye yeah okay ntimi sure say and to us over until the let's keep our fingers crossed na yen twen awia news no me sure say nana ya kese obi asa story ni hia no pa timinim so obedi akire ti de wesi bia be ma so ate
yo ne de man be sia
okay bawachi yes you that's a big bro oluma apom design
e po ya na so
radio do me ho ya menu ama enti wa
yo amencha me father of the authority na me cha no god father e chairman Kodo Ago, Gold Coast, catering and restaurant, everything. Next year, I do my 49. Opo, on record, Asiedu Nketia say when you know the idea, and if I go to one Kasai, okay, on one call election review. Asiedu Nketia, can I on record? Asiedu Nketia ne wakwa do any beef dia of late. Some akwa do one some not the car someone. Asiedu Nketia akapa do whole platform issue. When was the last time I'm on topic? No, I said you can send me up for do. I said you can send me time for do. And election I call and cry no opposition I hobby. Dream JBA and so Maka say your party moon the NDC party opposition NDC for me in Yaka. NDC moon there no. Position I said you can tell contest here will lose to a flag bearer. Position I said you can tell contest to end this more Obelusu a flag bearer and Okana is against Mahama. The Mahama on court didn't say you can just one contest for flag bearer. I said you can tell Rene. Part Neniwa a general mosquito. If you take your bit baby Nana, you need to be anywhere also. Election yen and your hobby. The next thing about one team I get from for the Casa election is the Coco Rene. It's not impossible. So for the over now, I really against Asiedu Nketia. And the party nipa me ansa. Eye kwaku friend say as comedian peace. Eye Don Mahama and Asiedu Nketia. Thank you for train na magbo mu di no. Position ya mo pe no. Wo kwaji ko maka so mo ko nipa say na contest Mahama. Nipa 5 and the contest Mahama. 5 in your promote me 5%. And then so popularity Mahama Akwakudu. And then so I say some of the common contest in here. But you wouldn't have read some of the Kwana. Yes, what when you I said you can tell vote. Never be a Kwakudu in here. impossible. Kwakudo on party in Canada. It is a party where you never been a party. But a dinner or also be intolerant, party intolerant. Oposo Ghana, okay, Abra. Kwakudo kind of way to say, Baome Mutum Banda, the part of okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so what can time your friend or the office? A man could do 3 days or okay.
Moko.
Okay, then you what I say.
And this is for dinner, you know.
3 days or
Hello, Lumai. Kasa.
Oh, can't let you know. Can't get in a man quanka or down more than 3 weeks because of your expenses. Mahama
hold on, Mami Aba Mbacho already you know meaning so be my part time phone you but so be twa ho kakra fi radio no ha wadaroma eba my feedback why wadaroma okay Oluma to asma me
Opo entina me ka say Bahama broke a break protocol e wura tie di office ko share Asiedu Nketia sa ekokore kwakodo that very day na tie the boss na wo no o transfer no nina kwakodo ehun do that time no kwakodo e declare so on pe Mahama asem party nin den we wa je so woni Mahama be ebe ye ya from na di Mahama e fe kwakodo ba NDC mo e kodo tumbo afo e na linga ntebanda boy.
Olma, are you going to only center your opinion and your submission on Koko Indo and Anabeka Bibi because there's so fast. Okay. No, I was just asking. Yeah.
We are not mind the commander for 155 office. Opposition almost suspended commander phone. When was the last time what he said? Commander phone granting interview for the 4 years.
Everybody's different. You don't expect everybody to behave like commander.
And you know, because you only commander will be there. As a general secretary, you are a man. Yes, Tunisia, that's a planting or party. General secretary, that was to a man or Tamalo. Yes, Philippines are not suspended. How is so Kasai? Okay. The general secretary. No, contestation or lose here. Only no comment upon 1 area. Only a focus in 1 area. But when was the last what is a focus? Wakata. Can you have my show politics?
Okay. So contest now then new version. Oh, my line of crowd drop put it down. Okay, sorry. You dropped yourself with the name you because you boku mahala my into.
Oh boy, I got my Maduma, Moya Boa, or Marco Ghana. Now I'm in charge of going to any collision for the Abigail Moody and the Chiamu. Any teaching, see our colleagues are down in Dania, you can show you need to do Uncle for a movie down one day. Now you know about dinner and not saying that time, Emma Unity with the name and summer airport. Tell the Bay, you should be to my chair, I'm out for Marco Ghana, and to me, I found into my private.
Yes, sir.
You have a pack to smart any summer emphasis airport. Opoyaba panel, and there's all who need to say from 2017 ever to 2021. It really was something that the time I started 2016. I know all we get campaign Emma and you know, but so first career or coach was a damn contributor. It is another idea as a Ghana
where Auditor General a report our state institutions nisika binding massa yamfanye jumani adea ebi omumfanye eno report na ba na oka we nya sika yede campaign no
obo na tie market that your friends and some now ono air can any air cost obo you think many of them can say papa no oye so bo ma conclude and them akwaya wo fa so kan say ye yes kai who do for apart from Auditor General obo ni dino we kia mu we di say can you we go to my when it turns out to the baby can we obo the maybe the better can say na me dan kwa Akufo-Addo obo that you na make that be detail and the think about the papa no follow no for Auditor General and something in the market and the first can afford him what we go to na kwa
Obodo we nyina no papa no ku na dia fuso no to di na me da be kaka me be da kaka na bi da kwa obo oyama ye ti na chi ya bu ya bi ni nsu ya fam awo ya fam nsu ya fam ni obo papa no ya ti ya mo because the second ya auditor general e ko ti no bo e ya no kweza kwa ko bi ba ku fo motom de obo Ghana ye play pa ana Ghana so do ko so afre because child e ke no obo eti ni ma be na zaska we bet nya ye e da bia wo papa wo ba o ka jeze ye ti ka so ko bia so bo so e ko me de na na utira kwa ku fa obo ammo no wo na so me nye ta dia ba oni Ghana e ki ka ko ni obo anu de na e papa ka face match obo e du ba bia ye bet no ye o ye eduma bo ma ko ko Ghana de mo no e du ba bia ya na en ta ka titiri de bo ma obo e ya na enkoyi ya bo kina nzanzem ya na mi nya na eke ya obo Ghana me say bribe we enka enkebuta na na luka ko ga je corruption oba ma be kebu corruption na huze enya dia be fika ha bo kina podcast ya ndc tech emka ya 15 kilometer centimeter to the bend but the can you do another again and kwasia who do the police one here obu tibi ko ya kwa no one way no much mama can na fa na ata dia no kemuko e to bo sa dia na yes kan o maji a president ko mutumi yi ni mani bi fika no ba na kan na tiruba ade na se ko no ma be tra on ma am to podcast na sa kati na sa kan no kwa na one way e te tra sa de na no wa ta ko ti ko no ko e to we na di ya pete che regional commander wa na so why no tema uchi msanye mo wengine to wate ko si na wate na na mga kwa kufaru kwa acha wakazo betu wake nopo wae felwa NPP ni demo na mga kwa wae felwa amune wongo na Asiedu Nketia de no na obo ka obo Asiedu Nketia ya no amune ni so do amune ni enso do nya ni demo no
number 54 hwan to asoma me wi ana sameko na mame abasoko
number 54 ya how to file apom ti say opone ma nkoyo o manu ajesimu o manu asay opo ma mimbo wa basu de di kan yankopon hira o empede o nya o kase entu nko ma ene de bia on soro ba ma pa ne mai Ghana enko na ni mpa bo we kan ni ti afa ma di ma fo nyina enko kama adam fu malucha na maluchu na kalusha na maluchu na min kan tira o se ni chairman eni ni pay ni for mu da ya no America na mi chairman SS wa abo on chairman ni ya MP ala se do aruna chef o manu ajiagu se de mi bra o ni mai kae no Asiedu Nketia Akufo-Addo wonu ani se won tinu contest Asiedu Nketia u be contest deputy general secretary yetuma o no bia o lusi no wa se wo kasa no wa be contest Asiedu Nketia na ato ma Asiedu Nketia ya to atia wa du se wo be kasa na Asiedu Nketia apart from presidential candidate because it's your mama when you contest Ghana ha NDC mu say your chairman say your position be apart from flag bearership nukura sister your mahama apart from your mama be a paper be no nya Asiedu Nketia new contest Asiedu Nketia ni pakito Asiedu Nketia NDC no ayani die ye di amanu to say the organizer war by the chief for me or move over to Asiedu Nketia so be better Asiedu Nketia kwa ndo wankasa ni say ebede Asiedu Nketia ni pakito ni ne yakoya ni na do ni MPP corruption no de omuntini any corruption na nipa PDS na wa clear TPA na wa clear corruption clearing agent premise for 250,000 ayera afarukwe wajano yetia box after the obi part 1 and 2 wajano yetia ena bunu region meeting fertilizer $12 million ayera wasani ekita mamuna ye regional minister bunu region yetima wemu abobo ya 400 ekiti ko Burkina na do ayeji yetia motorbike 750 na to ko Ivory Coast yetia na katapila je de 500 adani for now 2 ako Mali nini na nado ekere ekina nado ankasano we ofo ni so yet one of the days 28 million Ghana cedis so that free we go Ghana for into nado corruption waiting in France the nado affair o manu ko ye ko market ya to businesses are good imported and exported Every in there Anopa Bosuo Agu magazine Agu in there you know say Bosuo kai Agu Nema ye basa you go kana ba we aka cho say Ghana economy motia any bushing any abefo na control Ghana economy san ko for ko fa beti na boa beti na boa Ghana there be there to be beti na boa Ghana I don't know na mama ni in this 2024 inshallah mama baba bibia be di e Ghana
yeah that's Ghana be inshallah yes you da say how do file Sami to asuma me wi ana mama about the mawi kra
o me da zebe na konya de mama na mi chaka lisha ni manduchu any ejuma promo boy ni unity radio etifuni na the coming from the mama aba so say you just consider charismatic como comuna me show say ndonifozi edidija wo eni muna nanam enjenze edidija na ni yaw pa ye eye Angela Fema say onu tu
I didn't know say Didier Captain Smart. How does that show up in the
Captain Smart so our friend from 2016 Auditor General report but since 2016 Captain Smart he never mentioned any of these things. One can introduce this about corruption if you can be a NPP government. He never mentioned why now?
But Captain Smart has been doing this Auditor General report from NDC time.
Since another mama program father was
yeah.
Yes, some of us we were following him. Some are much as a painted John Mahama black. Until we know where he was coming from. Then I think he named the Captain Smart to FIBA. And Akufo-Addo buy and I know more when you ask you say, president in China, over $100 president Sita, and $100 of the day Akufo, deputy minister of trade and industry, said, you see that Ghana in some of the government by and no man goes to Captain Smart. Not on can say they know can't your mama pencil dear. So fair. Now saying an issue by a need for an uncle on another criticize the platforms and the station. This is what we did to say. Yeah, to him, but the Diaco by the onion, and not free to say, free him, say free, or better, baby, Abanaka. It is not necessary we see my suspending definitely. And that's wow. It wouldn't have been this. So
what got him kicked out from Angel FM was still the same program he was doing and not criticizing Abino. So why are you saying so why now? Because he's been doing it. That costed him his job at Angel FM. It was the same thing.
Your criticism, any criticism. What I say, Obi Betima criticize Obi, but in a positive manner. But Obi Betima criticize Obi, but in a deep negative manner.
Now, sir, the criticism not criticizing our Angel. No, it wasn't positive. It was very, very hard on the government. And it was talking about atrocities and things.
And I make a sense and no other so home put and the way all kinds of way too deep.
But Sammy, my question is no, my miss our same way. If you miss which I was there, but maybe say be so same way say. Adia Captain Smart take come wasem. I entro no twa. Ana no kra no waka. Adia no Auditor General report. It's a document from the Auditor General's office. And no eba by mu kire sika Ghana yelusu. Why are you people not even thanking him that he's doing this for Ghana, but rather saying say Didier Jano ne ade? The point is, even if you Didier Jana sika na ayira no enyirai. Is it not documented that these monies have gone unused, unnoticed, and it's lost, and Ghana has lost money, and as a result of that, Ghana AIDS Commission was supposed to get $20 million as a grant and a donor from a donation from US, almost the 2 million crab, because of the Auditor General report. Why are you people not focusing on the positive aspect of what Captain Smart did, but rather,
the Assembly all coming.
the victim say in my decree auditor general report for me from a new report maybe in jono no ko na oka
and say utie and say wa utie Kwame Sefa kan show kokroko na Akomea was even saying same. So we don't punish people in termofo dia na edi sika na bone no ba obia emra say etwi nipa so na ntwi nipa so into this auditor general report
no sika deni dia. There's no.
But that is the program Captain Smart did. And say. He's just reading a document that was brought out by the newly appointed Auditor General by Nanado. Captain, what has Captain Smart done? He's only reading it out to us. What has happened and what has transpired? And the report. As more just the issue, the substantive issue, not to and I'm more attacking. And I did Jano and Captain Smart. Yes, Captain Smart. Yes.
Opinion, the entire Anya Papa, and I saw wow. We want Akufo-Addo to take that issue to heart. Not the SSO because on one and then Okojina Bedika said the auditor general, the acting one, a Juma Domlement or yeah, but the Juma Domlement or yeah, that's what the report we have on Tiama who say a month for BTC car. Nanado has to take those people on. But the point I'm making is and Ka Bia. Sanko beton but opo the intermaker say and say the jabia koso baby no ye mu be nim links Captain Smart to war presidency nim any MP for be needi and bia and ka bia say fa wo opo hu na wo MP a opo and they said na go go president mu because bia nko phobia no mo so mo di man di wom and na mo man e bi onti mo and that's what bibi pa wo we na tikra out winka. So by then, no, but I know you bet me can me mono a dimbonu, but the SSO okay, the onka report your own never be all over whom your own family bon team who said this is what is happening. But women there says, hey, be a nan will be as a CNN and can see now and on taking it too hard. Too deep to heart now can the idea in the okay, but they all can the report not a report no me the information when you are debating you know pay you accept because the necessity the corruption in the Akufo-Addo amemu apemu popa intinanato opo o adwumaye na me de na bi ka say me de twa to de na bi ka say jo Asiedu Nketia o contest jo mahampo no o no ntimi no winyanko opo no de it is never here no there and this for mo anu ni mo ho nsere and just omo ko tudo mahama say Akufo Asiedu Nketia be flag bearer that will be the end of NDC opo mi Manuel.
Okay yada say mame peke mame abapom ti say
opo na mdo me ho ye na say
menso me ho ye pa America for ye chairmanship government hospital for nyina mate say na wa bio die num ku ha ama mu nyina etie ye chair mu nyina why are there is it you are selling Unity Radio more than any other listener why are there that's it my into
you opo make sure no make sure telephone na. And then I think maybe the one thing that maybe Aputorr may say, credibility and integrity takes a man far. Because what I do is very good, very level. I think a year on the hospital for her, Emma, changes happened and she's very good. But you cannot all can't your credibility is everything.
Yeah.
So what you do in the past, it's a moment that now, even though they are commending what he's doing, they are still asking the question of him. How credible is he? So you're begging us maybe. In the past, in the work, he can't say he has been corrupt, with the and all that. And you know, maybe the American trying to say, fine, he's doing a good job. Why are they? It was the first thing he has said, and Kawanya, and certain things today has been done. Until you're done, so you should continue the good work. No, you should work towards your name. After, in a certain point, and this is the constitution.
Yeah. And your time I'm Baba. We'll get into that specifics tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay,
and then we are time. Huh?
Okay.
Yeah. Nana Akomea there. Okay.
I think Akomea is one of the respectable politicians that we have seen in a long run because he's objective to submission.
Yeah.
I think if the president should listen to him, certain things should change because after the piano, things are going on but nobody is listening, nobody is doing anything. Maybe I can't show you to time and over. We are not punishing people for wrongdoing, so they will continue doing the wrong. Police, ACP Kwesi Ofori, they will uproot police officers.
Yeah, they will smoke them out.
Yes, if the police is rid of these people, I think certain things will come in. Because the women say, police in on the job right. Minimum obey follow the law to the letter. So there are punishment we are what will be I think certain things we
yeah, people I agree with you. I think people will do the right things.
Yes. And to say we beg them they should approve the corruption in the police to make things work. And you look at police here in Juma. And then you are to tell mommy or two to follow interchanging
exactly.
So I said, not police officer, or uniform.
No, could you do yeah.
And to say if they should approve the corruption in the police, and when they do that, I think things will be in place. Then I bear Kaboshe. And I'm still the person who got Tahiti.
Tahiti, Diana, America, Tahiti, brah.
Then there are 20 stories now. You know how you heard it. There are solutions. People are providing solutions, but after
I think we are rather just like Captain Smart said in his submission. Your bo party din who buy chain on mine no. Party no. Hey, same way the mama ni pia party and nimbeguasio. Same way the mama no kwa bontia. MY election so. Inti parties no try to salvage or more images against or minor. As I say, you bring it. Wrong people doing wrong things out. Ne punish you or serve as deterrent. No, rather, no parties no feel say about when go when mu asenti. Almost save people now at the detriment of the country. Now mine no more bread. And Nana Akomea akasapa. I like Nana Akomea's contribution to that.
Very true. A very true power. I mean, is that everything is about elections.
Yeah.
Commission a day as $20 million equity. Already know the stigma attached to this condition is very high.
Yeah.
Already know. And you see, maybe already is free because the grant is not coming to me. Already is free. On to me, maybe. And so and then they draw me the third word they are. And we are momentum. And people, it's a whole lot. It comes down to the if you are for they should put things in order. If they put things in order, you do the right thing.
Yeah, very true. I mean, if there are easy ways for me, if I break the law, why wouldn't I keep breaking the law and use the easy way out? That's simple.
That is it.
That's just human common sense. Yeah. Thank you very much. Mami now kasaka we will point.
If you have money, I say who is car? The law doesn't apply to you. If you don't have money, the law applies to you. They should change that perception. Now, that money,
yes, that's it. Yeah, chair Mojuma phone in any more muti in our mamma list. Come church will be individually. Yada Pantan Government Hospital, any Mojuma phone more muti. Sabri in Asi. Thank you very much, Mamma. But we really cherish you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, thank you. I'm Bajon. Who is he? Hello. Hello. Okay. Nipa Crimson Timika. Okay, Bushaya, sorry, Jumadian so the Marco Peace 1039. Abesim issue no said the Nano Canon. report exclusively about say genitals are genitals missing as police retrieve organs of two children. Tinkwala no say omunsa ne omonnan ne omuti ne ade de na hyehyɛ abrante ne fridge m na mom ayade a sebi omoyemu ade omunso no ne ade no na nhye fridge no bi nti police for na akohwehwa akwakohu. The police have retrieved some organs of the two children murdered at Abesim near Sunya in the Bono region. Now, their intestines and other organs that make up the stomach were retrieved from a cocoa farm close to the suspect's house. Nti cocoa farm bi aben abrante na odi sa nyambra 70 fi na okotutu form no ode yem ade no omo intestines ni nyina akohyehe ho na mom omo genitals say bi omo private part ni de police for guso omo se no de still a omo hu ba bi a afa ni nyina koba say suspect na ya che no Richard Apia na olidi police team no on search upon the interrogation. Now, after the retrieval, the police realized the genitals of the two bodies were missing. They went on to empty septic tank in the house but found nothing. Inti omu ensuno no de or the otutu koko ase baby form the kwashe ho na mum sabi omu genitals ni de police force nyade a omu ehu nti ano so ene asemo a ewo ho ede ema yetiefo na omu pe the update on that issue no so eti a couple of announcements na yemfa jumedi no mra na awie nieti eni se nyame yadma September 4th de eye okrum ha party Worcester for moment prepare na NCC ho but before that August 28 memenda ebeye yenua bema ofe ene na yere Judy almost 10 years marriage anniversary and a blessing and I sign your friend so 40th birthday koso Liberty Church of God 44 Randolph Road Worcester Massachusetts 01606 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. and a Jumedian koso Nemum Kaisa reception koso Indian Center 152 Main Street Shrewsbury MA Timoma Inshanuson Saturday and our fair any Judy program no ebaso September 4th a year doso memorial service for the late Madam Comfort Edweji Inuaba Matilda Eninde Oyeba and Steve Eninde and so ya so nyame yadma September 4th ena yenuaba Matilda said the makano okogana omamie fim ko ena yi na yenuaba man so ko waton so tro mienu man ni hahane nti memenda September 4th anwumre mo program na memorial service nti obewie ntem nti yenyina ye ko 67 Vernon Street New England SDA Church eho ena dwumedie no ekoso timoma yenyina ye kontem na ye nkota yenuaba Matilda Eninde so echi abra oye ni maame ayi ana osoma itwato okra sanso ena sa September 4th na yenua obaya enso eyeba Isaac Mensa miami nua be ma Chelsea papa ono so ya se Daniel Bodom enso eyewofa ena nana Kwame Amponsa Kakabo oya Minnesota Santa Fe ono so eyenua obaya se yemfanto Worcester fo nyina nim se September 4th and 5th memenda no ewo Armenia Cultural Center ena otena se 8 to 2 AM oye ne maame yi na Kwesiada the same place Armenia Cultural Center and no 4 to 11 p.m. a reception now se Kwesiada ne all white affair on Sunday timoma yenhye so na yenkota yenuaba obaya nso echi sanso ena maame kumase ye maame ane ne wo krum ha kuma num Mami Kumasi na ono na kane no na Kumasi market ni dia me pacho yinim se ye mami we frim ama ye di na otweda na abusua ene eye emma se ye mfanto mo anim se nyame eye adom a nhihye ya ba betodwa se ye mami no eye September bosumi ne de toso 9 se dem di kan September 4th anwumre 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. Our Church of Pentecost eho ena ye Mami Kumasi yi no ti moma yenhye no so ti uhwa September 4th no ye Mami Kumasi yi our Church of Pentecost ye obaya nso Mami yi ewo Armenia Cultural Center ena ye yenuaba Matilda enso Mami yi ewo SDA Asori Dam ho eti moma yenhye no so na yenyina yentumi nko na yenkotai omachi na bibia nso ntumi enko da bia meka se wo na to wo a ka be pesa amanfo be banti ato bi a yenso yenkyere odo ti moma yenhye no so na eduru ha me maame Jemfu ma Jemfu anso de no enam kwan so eba October nti eno nso obete ho nsem se de edika hyase de ho announcement bro no obete eno nso ho asem going into September is say eno no de ye wo bre October mu ti ye ne di ho de edika ben ne ba na etumi asiesie ho for those programs. Okay, abusua aha na brebe mai kwan ma ena dwumadie ni nyina so yede aba no awie yede aseda kese Emma Rich Way Auto School ono na ma yede word of motivation bro. The weather report was brought to you by Mr. Danso and Dan Auto Repairs adwuma for oka no problem nyina wo buy BCC amount. Sports was brought to you by Big Olu Beauty and Barbering Hair Salon. Sanso ena dwumaku I friend say Asamas Trading and so Etaichi near the sports runner Ash Pharmacy 1067 Main Street for prescriptions na for Hobra on so boy in Jidom. Political discussions any discourse no Dr. Kwame Amponsa, any Venom Women's Health Services, Rashida Financial Services, KM Raf Roofing, and a Danko African Market, and a my the phone in segment, and also Anochi Trading, and Anochi Cold Store, and a Fejumeko friends and Nabi and Barbering Salon, and a Gold Coast Catering Services at Daruma, and a my the Brem Oti Manucho Magandinka, and I'll take Ken Kalusha, and so Kamidin Eddie Noah Opoku Jemfi between my friend Opo National, Yami Adma, China no Panso, Yanamubi Shana de Fofro, Eddie Abram Sabre, the Adamo Crosso Bridge, no over to Accra, now the Peace 104.3, Major News Bulletin 6 p.m., 2 p.m. in American Eastern Standard Time. Eddie Atuamuso, Yami Admo China, Yasan Mubi Shabakai, or Hima Heti, the Unity Gospel Hour, the Queen of Gospel Music, Abba, and Rano Shasi, and after the news, Ubesan Ati or Hima Hetinka. Until then, Eddie, Yami Admo China, Uponashna, minimum wage for Enamo Besensha. We are out. Straight to Peace 104.3 for the Major News Bulletin in Ghana.
Gifts, furniture at the touch of a button.